Well, hello, everyone.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Hello. Greetings, adventurers.
Hello.
We are very excited to come back for another episode of The Role Players. Thank you all for joining us. I am your Dungeon Master, Judd. These are my lovely players. Say hello.
Hi.
Hey.
We are down. Our Erisette is traveling tonight, so she will be missing her first episode that she's ever missed. So she was
Safe travels, Erisette.
Wow, the
No.
dedication.
But you know what?
Right?
You know what? A ranger has natural explorer, so I just feel like
She'll be fine.
wherever her journey takes her, she's
Yeah.
got this. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
she's
Like,
got
Very
it.
true.
She's got
This
She'll-
is
on a
no problem.
train.
She'll be
a
back
piper down. a
next
piper
week.
Down.
Yep. So pipe that down. So, thank you for coming to play a little Dungeons and Dragons with us. We
Yes,
have
yes.
well, we have a couple announcements, and let's. Jon Bailey, voice actor, is back with us once again. Though he stepped away, he'll be back in a moment. So we want to welcome him back. We have a new sponsor, and I changed the overlay, and I'm going to have to change it in a moment when I'm done with these announcements. But I'm excited to announce that Thrill Studio is now sponsoring our show, in addition to, of course, Skull Splitter Dice.
Dice.
Dice. So,
Oh, wait, you mean that we now have, in addition to Skull Splitter, we have Thrill Studio!
and they are a thrill. They're awesome. I might even see if I can change this overlay back whilst speaking, because we have their beautiful logo to put up for you all. While I'm doing that, but we are super excited. So check out Thrill Studio, scroll down to our panels on Twitch, follow the link to their studio. There is a code to get a discount. You can check out the awesome minis that they have. Now, the cool thing about Thrill, not only are they ridiculously talented painters, they also get a stockpile of minis through Kickstarters and other places that you can't buy them anywhere in the world if you missed out on those Kickstarters. So it's great. They're going to be supplying some minis to the show, and I'm excited to also announce that they are giving us a big epic mini to give away here on the show, which I think is in 2 weeks.
Sweet.
So stay tuned.
Me.
No,
epic mini, you
we're
say?
live. But
Did I miss
yes.
Skull Splitter?
Skull Splitter Dice.
Skull Splitters.
Could that be the voice of the one and only Jon Bailey?
That is Jon Bailey.
It might be.
Is that?
I got
has to say something else,
I got a better one for you. Hang on, wait.
Okay, I'm ready.
Skull Splitters.
That's good. John.
Sounds like a transformer, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What should it be called? Skull Splitter.
Oh man, I love that. Oh, love it.
Pretty
So
great.
good. Yeah. So John, we already said welcome back, but you had stepped away. So welcome back again, my friend. We're so
Yes, you do.
grateful to have you on the show again.
If I have to bounce in and out, there's personal family stuff going on. Just want everybody to be aware of that. That's out there.
No
watching.
problem.
I apologize in advance.
It's
No
all
problem
good.
at all.
No worries. We're good at improv here. So, another announcement. Our merch store. We've actually moved our merch store to an all-new vendor after getting some samples back from the first merch store that were less than optimal. You can't tell. This is Role Players, but
Whoa.
but this shirt was inferior. So
Yes.
we got an even better one. Just follow the links and you can see we have crazy cool products, y'all. We have t-shirts, we have hoodies, we've got tank tops, we have mugs, we have, I think we're working on a bean bag. I mean, there's all kinds of crazy shit.
Bean bag.
Bean bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty
Bean
awesome.
bags are, wow.
That's
yeah.
a nice bag for your beans.
When we all get together,
I was hoping she'd take a sip first and then right out, right through the nose.
Practice those spit takes.
I know better. I was saying when we all get together again in the studio, we should all have a beanbag to sit on, and the terrain should be in the
I
middle.
want a beanbag chair with rollers on it.
There you go.
Honest,
And you're like, I just want to move my mini across the map.
Yeah.
like a beanbag, like swallows you too much when you're sitting. Getting up from it's just a little difficult.
Yeah, that's
It's a
why you have to
little-
put remote controls on it to wheel you around like
It's true. It's true. It's a little embarrassing.
Introducing the jazzy
Like you're in
beanbag.
Walmart.
It's great for my back and hips.
The Professor Xavier beanbag.
Fun fact, I used to work for Patrick Stewart, so
What?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're old friends.
Well,
You know, I go
It's
a
not
long
just-
way.
I wonder what.
I remember the number one time we hung out together.
I was just wondering what a back and forth between you two might sound like.
yeah. Right.
I have a great Patrick Stewart story, which I will tell not right now, but later.
Was it the time with those two hookers? We didn't even know they were males.
How about when we get back from the break, you tell it, Chad?
Maybe we'll see. I might hold it for Discord to make y'all come hang out with us at Discord.
He's like, I need time to contact his publicist.
Yeah,
And then,
I need
See if it's legal.
Sir Pat, if you're watching, which of course you are. Hello,
Yeah,
good to see you again.
Obviously.
What you do on my monitor?
That sounds like James
My
Bond.
mobile device.
Merch money, buddy. All right. Wow, here we go again. Okay, YouTube. We are only a couple subscribers away from actually hitting that golden 100 people on YouTube. I know we've not really put it out there much.
Not that hard.
It's not. We're like, I think we need 14 or 12 people. I know we haven't talked about it much, and we've been late getting our videos over there.
1,412 people. All right, people. 1,412. There's more people than we do. All right, maybe China. I'm not sure.
and correct me if I'm wrong, Judd,
Noted.
Accuracy.
I know.
we're catching
going,
up.
going.
We're catching up on our episodes, so now there's no better time to click subscribe to our YouTube than now.
There's no better time. I'm kicking out almost one a day. I just put 3 or 4 up. So go check it out. Really excited to get those caught up. And then once we are caught up, we will air on Mondays, and the episode will come out on YouTube on Friday. So take a look at that. This Wednesday, we have our second episode of Numenera.
Number 2 episode.
Oh, number 2. Engage number 2. With our GM Chad Skiles. So, and players Gabriella, Maddie, and myself. Make sure that you guys show up because we're really excited. We've been working and tweaking things behind the scenes so that when you impact the story, you're going to see immediate and fun interactions. So you get to really like throw a wrench or throw a
Yes, I
boom,
can't
whatever you
wait
want
to
to do.
interact with you.
In my lifelong mission to be the laziest GM of all time, I'm calling upon all of you to show up and help me GM this game with all of these wonderful, crazy players. So I hope to see you there.
Oh,
this
so now we're
Wednesday.
crazy. I see.
That's right.
I
Brought to
see.
you by General Motors. For you.
Yes. Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific. Be there.
Yes. Hope to see you all
Be
there.
there.
John, do you want to tell everybody where they can find you on the interwebs?
I'm right here.
Oh, in addition to on our
Comfortable
stream.
giving my current. I'm at 106 degrees. I'm just that epic voice guy on all the things, but I quit Facebook. Screw you, Zuckerberg. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and the YouTubes, and a new app for reviewing movies and doing reactions and trailers and things like that called Stardust, which is really cool. A lot of good stuff.
Very
Gotta
cool.
check it out, guys.
Cool.
You know him, you love him, you love the stuff. Go check it out.
Yes.
He's huge on TikTok, so follow him on TikTok before it ends.
Do you know something we don't know
Don't put
about
that curse on me,
TikTok?
Ricky Bobby.
I take the words back.
Yes,
Sorry, I
everyone.
already backed up
TikTok
all
is
my
ending.
videos. I'm good.
All right. Well, without further ado, Otto is going to take us into tonight's episode. Now, Gabriella, I have updated our intro with the artwork that you did. I have a temporary picture of myself. I hope you all enjoy and laugh at it
I can't
because
wait to
I
see
don't
that.
have the official picture ready.
Oh, I'm looking
gotta
forward
watch
to
it.
that.
I can't wait
So
to
we'll
see
be
it.
Can't wait.
right back.
You look really embarrassed. I'm excited.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great.
Let me tell you a story about a time that me and my friends found a new world. It started on a ship brought together by a storm. We traveled through the rift to a new world beyond. We were thrown into shackles, we were hunted down by thieves, but we'll never let it stop us from saving Nagrali, for we are thee.
Oh my goodness! Yes.
You should
So,
wear this mustache, period.
so yes.
Judd,
Inspired
you will
by our
be
very own
receiving
Otto.
You will be receiving a cease and desist from
Sam Elliott.
From Otto
Otmar Incorporation LLC.
Yeah.
Otmar Industries.
From the Acme mustache.
Brand infringement.
Yeah. So good stuff.
So good.
Yeah. Well, okay. So it's always so hard to remember that we're actually playing some D&D tonight. So
Oh yeah.
Right.
let's take a
We're not
breath.
just hanging out.
Let's slow it down. Let's bring it in. And let's remember what we did last time.
Last time.
Internationally. All right. Sorry. Hold on. Let me get.
Oh, I hear the music.
Yeah.
The suspense, Judd.
I know. What did happen last time? Well, let me
I
tell you.
literally can't remember.
Before time began.
Oh, why did I not give the recap for you to read? Damn it. That's a missed opportunity. Next time.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Long time ago, in a place far, far away.
oh man. Okay. So, having survived the attack in the necromancer's city in that final cave, that encounter, yet failing to stop their escape, the party reconvenes with Kello and his group, and you saw as they brought forth a prisoner who looked really battered, filthy, who had been in captivity for a while. That was
Extremely
Thahn.
handsome and rugged and charming.
The handsomeness shone through all
Missing
the
my best
feces.
qualities.
Details.
You were getting to that part, right?
Yeah, you cut me off. You cut me off, John. It was coming. Now you just get feces, so covered in feces. That's all you
I
got.
changed clothes.
Now, Thahn was known to those in Lucanor, though not favorably by all. There's some interesting backstory there. But he joins the party as they begin to scour the city, as you guys scour the city for any sign of kind of lingering necromantic presence.
Oh, that's so necromantic.
After ordering his troops about, Kello turns to you and says, there's a tree that's killing people in the center of town. We've got to go deal with it. So you all rally, you head down there, and you have this encounter with this massive black tree, this tree dripping this tar-like substance. And Seville very quickly pulls his crossbow out and fires a bolt right into it, and it starts moving around, and the encounter begins. Surprisingly, Erisette takes out the golden tree, the little tiny golden tree that Otto loves so much, and walks forward, stepping into this water, this pool surrounding the tree, and we see that this black kind of liquid smoke that's covering the water pushes back around her. So there's this little bubble of this crystalline blue water as she moves forward. Kello, worried about her, runs out ahead. You can see that the black water is hurting him, but he jumps in front to protect her when a vine grabs him and starts pulling him in. And as a tree starts thumping on him, and we see these ghosts rising up from the dead remains of these bodies at the base of this black tree, Erisette gets the idea to throw the little golden tree to Kello, who catches it and throws it at the base of the black tree. And there's this massive explosion of golden light. And when your eyesight returns back to normal, you see that the black tree is gone, and in its place is this glowing, beautiful, magnificent golden massive tree. And
oh my God.
And that's where we find you all today.
Water it with our golden showers.
And-
golden water. What?
and to remind you guys, we're kind of midday now. We're probably like 1, almost 2 o'clock. It's still
that
like
one day?
yeah. Welcome to D&D.
This is like 20. This is like the show 24.
We're efficient as hell. Yeah.
We're episode 30. What is this? 37, and this is day 6 in Anacroli. Just so
We
everybody
make
knows.
Jack Bauer look like a chump. Oh wow, yeah. I think in all honesty, Otto,
Ooh.
cynical as he can be at times, just looks in awe at the transformation of the tree before him for a moment, and maybe it even causes some like internal struggle that's visible in him, because here before him is like this radiant, pure looking thing, yet as I think most of the people watching this show know, there is a very different type force presence in his mind as well. And so he just sort of tilts his head to the side and takes in the view of it a bit for a bit, you know what I mean?
And as Otto's doing that, Tabitha looks out at the tree and kind of reaches her hand at the little tree that was once briefly hers. And she feels very sad. And in that moment, she reaches into her breast and pulls out the leftover pastry
The final
from
pastry.
earlier and eats it because she's hungry.
Because she's a halfling. It's all nice and warmed up.
Potato.
It's lunch with a view.
So-
Dagmara, she's been so impressed with this entire scenario of what just happened, which almost seemed impossible at the time, but it just ended up turning, to a 180. And since she's been battling with very much a darkness in her own mind, I think her and Otto know, that type of struggle. She walks, kind of wades through the water and just kind of looking around and seeing the clarity of that water and how transparent it is. And as she reaches the tree, she just touches it and just realizes its power and its purity. And I don't know if there's anything that she feels, Judd, but she just wants to, for a second, take a deep breath and just be able to have a moment of peace after so much turmoil in her own mind.
So did you go all the way up to the tree?
Yeah.
Okay, so you all watch as Dagmara kind of jumps down into the water and wades through. Now this water that was moments before black.
I guess I do nothing. I'm just hiding behind a rock still.
Yeah.
You're kind of
You're kind of at the
Is
base
there a
of the
particular
stairs.
order, or are we just all going?
No.
You're just jumping in, Willie.
We're going alphabetically because I don't remember everyone's names.
You can jump in the water and splash Dagmara if you
Well,
want.
I was gonna say that I rush over to Callow, secretly realizing that he was the strongest of the group and probably the best to survive with, and I offer him some medical assistance because of the crap that he just went through last week.
Ooh.
And you can, Thahn, you see that Kello he pushes you away for a moment, not violently, just gently, because he's transfixed and he's looking at these ghosts, the ghosts that they were just fighting before. And Dagmara, as you went forward, you saw that the ghosts are still there, but what we all saw before, these twisted, evil, kind of demonic ghosts attacking Kello, the moment the tree came back and you saw the golden tree and your eyes adjusted, you saw that these shapes are now represented, these people in their natural state. They just look like the villagers, and Thahn, you recognize them. Dagmara, you recognize them as well. Two of the ghosts immediately just kind of like close their eyes and fall back and get absorbed by the tree. But a third one, as Kello has his hand on you, Thahn, he steps forward. You can see just a tear starting to well up in the corner of his eye. And you look over and you see a woman who's floating down closer to him, maybe in her 60s. It's hard to tell. And Thahn is just staring, and you hear the splash as his sword drops from his side, and another splash as his shield drops. Anelia?
What?
Is that... Amelia. I'm sorry. Shh. And she moves. She floats down right in front of him. Shh. I don't have much time. Her voice is weak and wispy, as if a soft breeze is blowing these words to you. It's okay.
Aww.
This was meant. You've saved me. No, I failed you. Shh. No. You saved us. You saved us. There's more you have to do. These people you're with. And she looks out at the rest of you. Kello, Marushka, you have to help them. Help them. And she starts fading back, and he starts stumbling forward.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
Anelia, no. No, I'm sorry. I should have been there. I should have... Shh. I love you. It'll be okay. Take your time. I'll be here when you're ready. And she absorbs into the tree. And Kello just falls down on his knees and just starts crying.
And Dagmara immediately runs to him and just hugs him as a father. Wow, what a scene. I just want to hug this man because he's been there for me all these years.
You just see his shoulder, and he's trying to hold it in, and he's trying to fight this emotion, but his shoulders are just jerking under this. What are the rest of you
So
doing?
are we going to get an act out of the crying or what?
Yeah. I don't see
kidding,
any
Judd.
tears, Judd, so I don't get it.
Tears? They're here. They're here.
No.
They're here.
No, yeah.
Camera
I
doesn't
think
pick it up.
mental
There's,
sticks.
I
there's
think
silent tears like Django.
Go ahead, Otto.
Otto just watches sort of
Dude,
solemnly.
wow.
He's feeling very like emotionally stirred by all of this, and he doesn't really do or say much other than just kind of like take in the image of it to himself.
After a moment, Kello, he puts his hand on you, Dagmara, and then stands up and wipes his face. He moves forward and he plucks up that little golden tree. Ariset at this time has moved forward, and he turns and he hands the tree out to Ariset, and she hesitates, but reaches forward, not sure if she's supposed to leave it there. What is she doing? But as she moves her hand outward, the tree unravels itself and elongates a tendril that leaves Kello's hand and lands in Ariset's and just basically transfers over to her hand and reforms the little golden tree. Exactly. And she closes her hand around the tree and just kind of nods to Kello. Kello just makes his way off. What are the rest of you doing?
Do I see Tevin?
Not at the moment.
He's
All right,
outside
I'm
the
gonna
city,
go-
right?
He
Oh,
was
did he-
originally.
Well, sir, Seville, real quick before before you take off, I think I was imagining Otto goes to you, and he says, he looks. You can see that there is sort of some emotion in his face. There's almost like regret in his eyes a little bit, and he looks at you, keeps his voice pretty low, and he says, "I know that we said we would talk later. I fear I may have made a terrible mistake."
Are you talking about where you went when you went through the portal?
Yeah.
Or are you talking about something else?
It's bigger than that, I'm afraid.
Are you asking for help?
I need help, Seville. And I kind of like glance over at the tree. I kind of glance back at him and I say, "We'll talk more later. I just thought you should know. We have to be very, very careful."
And I just, before he walks away, I just hold his forearm. Does it have something to do with that book at your side?
And I kind of look down at it and I can't help but give him like a very typical Otto smirk. And I say, You are one perceptive edge guard, aren't you?
And I'll smirk right back, and I'll pat him on the shoulder. I said, you can count on me helping you, Otto.
I smirk and say, man, you guys need to get room.
Oh. you're rather skulky and
I'm
sneaky.
just trying to cut the tension around here. I think we need to regroup and make a plan. I mean, we just can't stand around a tree all day long.
Yes.
Free, I think
Look,
it might be even time for another meal. I don't know.
I haven't eaten.
Speaking of,
other
Tab,
than
you
the
got
little
one more of those? I'm
snack
quite
Otto
hungry.
gave me, right?
Listen, this place is
Yes.
guarded by a force shield, and I think they're controlled by those crystals on the towers. We got to smash those crystals down.
Ah.
That's what I wanted to ask. Dagmar just kind of
When
wants.
Done that while we were in the tower, and
Dagmar, when we
Yeah, it's interesting that you're
we're
only
on
now
level
mentioning
3.
it, you know?
We're on level 3 already, guys. We might as well.
So is this it? Is there any more to the power, or do we just get out of the city?
I mean, are we
Well-
supposed to take down this force field thing first, or like
Well, I
go
wonder,
after the bigger problem here?
is the force field still protecting the city? If
it
so,
is.
If it's
why don't
protecting-
we leave it intact?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why destroy the thing when it's keeping them safe inside? They're not here anymore.
We all saw the necromancers teleport through that portal, so they must have gone somewhere. They're not done. They're not gone.
Judd, do I remember in the very brief time that I went through the portal, was I able to see any clue as to where they might be, or do I really not know because it happened too fast?
I'll say you don't really need to roll for this or anything. What you saw was you saw a flash of a large room. You
Yep.
saw ornate stonework.
Okay,
And
so probably underground,
I mean, you don't know.
or was it more like a building?
It was probably more like a building,
Okay.
like really intricate, beautiful stonework.
Okay.
But you were surrounded by, 30, 40, you don't know how many necromancers. And it was like literally a half second before you got yanked backwards out of that moment. But that's what you saw, very distinct, like a soft tan of the stone.
So all I say to you guys is you're right. They've escaped somewhere. I feel that I saw a brief glimpse into where it was, and there's many of them in some sort of...
So if we let the city stay unattended, then it was all for naught. What if they come back? What if they
Do we
rebuild
know
everything?
if the portal was a one-way trip, or is it something we need to destroy to make sure that they can't get back into the city?
You raise
Are we sticking around for the shield, or are we regrouping here?
I thought someone defaced one of those.
I wasn't here
rooms.
for that, so
I think maybe Maddie did. I can't remember, but
Yeah, seems like something.
Removed. Erisa removed one of the.
Yeah, she picked
That's who it
something out,
was.
which just, would that possibly destroy?
they've... I feel that you're right, Thahn. They may choose to try and teleport their way back, but there are some forces here that would pose a threat to them. Those that remained in the battle with Kello. It's difficult to say. We don't know what they'll do next.
well, I say we freaking figure it out and go take them out before they can take anybody else out.
I like your way.
Element of
Yeah, I agree with
surprise.
you,
I mean, let's
Thahn.
get on the ball. Hit a
Yes.
town for some food. Hit up the folks around town for hints and clues. I mean, come on, Mr. Yank.
I just look at Thahn and I
You
say,
do it for a
have
Scooby
not-
snack.
You have not changed, my friend. You have not changed. And I kind of
I'm
smirk.
very goal oriented.
Tabitha, you remember when you climbed up that building to get that vantage point, that you passed what was clearly the kind of local equivalent of the tavern. You saw tables and flagons and food.
Someone say flagons?
Flagons.
Well, it is a flag again.
I swear I saw a flagon.
A flagon's kind of like
It is
Alcohol, that's what it is.
drinking
mug.
device.
It's a large Thor-sized drink.
Oh, yummy. Okay, so yes, I remember that. I could say, if we need to re-up on some supplies and food, we could just kind of head in here.
Bingo.
I would not mind that.
So then Tabitha heads off that way.
Okay. Yeah, you climb down the building and you say this to them and you go. There's from this center area, you see there are 2 double doors. They're actually open. So you just stroll in, and it is much nicer than almost any tavern that you've seen before. This is more like an eating hall at feel to it than a tavern. There are these very long tables of this polished kind of shiny wood. It looks like everybody just got up mid-meal and took off. There are huge pieces of meat that have been charred over fire.
There we go.
Like
There's the protein right there.
Flagons of drink all over. In the back, there's a bar area, and you see there are several kegs lining the wall. A couple of them are tapped. There are plates of vegetables and all kinds of food if you guys want to.
Oh, let us feast.
Take a break.
I am for sure. First, I'm gonna grab like a leg of meat, and I'm gonna like, and then
Dagmara.
scope around for like silverware. Is there anything
You're like that person who's eating while you're going through a buffet line. Like, just,
Totally.
Dagmara is looking at the cuts of meat because she herself is a hunter and just kind of really observing and appreciating the way that it has been cut off the bone. Even though she's got 8 hit points, she's just, wow.
And Dagmara, you realize you have this memory coming flooding back in of all of the kills that you got for Luknor. And so many of them disappeared, maybe a few to Thahn, but a great many more. You realize now that Luknor was basically providing all the sustenance for Makutha. So that was part of the enslavement, that you guys were supplying drink and food and supplies to these wizards up here.
I can't believe it. I can't believe this entire time we were slaves, we were poor, we were subjected to what they wanted, to what they were doing. And even you, Thahn, were taken by them as much. Glad to have you back. But I cannot believe that this is what they did this whole entire time. So I say we take it all and we give it to the people of Luknor. I say they deserve it.
yes, indeed. Reclaim this bounty.
This is the least we can do.
So I'm dragging. While they're all.
This city cannot stand unprotected. We have, and I turn to Kello.
Kello's not there. Kello's wandered off.
Well, never mind.
Yeah, sorry.
We have to tell Kello. We have to tell Kello. We have to bring some of our own people. We have to make sure this city is being watched over. How can we leave it unprotected?
I imagine by this point, I mean, Otto's got himself like a plate. He's made himself up a plate, and
he got some bits.
yeah,
He got himself some steak.
I just make myself up a plate, and I might even make like a little backup plate. Just.
You should read my diet book, how to lose weight on nothing but flagons and steak.
How to fill your plate.
Like a mashed,
I imagine
mashed potato pool.
that we're eating together, and in between, like, you know, ripping meat off the bone and eating some of the vegetables and whatnot. I say, well, we could develop a plan to keep this place protected. The barrier could buy us time, but there are other cities. We could send for aid, explain the situation to their ruler, and get some much needed reinforcements here to bolster the city in case the necromancers return. What do you all think of that?
Judge, so I'm not there. I've gone back up to the towers to smash those 2 up top.
Okay.
Nice.
You
Wow.
jerk.
In the midst of all,
Well, everybody went in. No one said everybody was going in.
In the midst of all the commotion and hullabaloo and speeches and drinking and eating, I also snuck away and found myself.
Thahn with me.
So let me just
No,
tweak
I'm not
it.
smashing things. I snuck out when everybody started to get a little tipsy, excused myself to the restroom, and I went off to find me a dwarven alchemist / metalworker swordsmith.
Okay.
So let me just
have-
Very
All right,
focused.
you're
Let me
very
just-
true now.
I have a
Respect.
theory that I'm not ready to share with the group until I'm certain that it works.
Okay,
Give
Thahn,
me
we'll come,
some-
we'll
So
come
then in
back
that
to you.
case, I say everything that I
back
said
to me.
out loud at a table by myself. How about that?
Well,
I'm there.
that could have happened before I left. So
Okay,
let's just
great.
Pretend I heard all
Yeah,
that.
no, Otto,
Okay.
Tabitha and Dagmar are both with you. And Seville.
Where's Arizet?
And
That's
Airset,
Ro.
thank you. Airset is there as well. She is hanging out.
I was going to see if there's
Always
any
looking out for your girl.
soldiers that want to
Thanks.
come with me. Make it faster.
Okay,
Yes,
so
Otto, yes, I agree. I agree. We do need to protect the city. I just hope it's not too late by the time the reinforcements come.
Well, it's the best we can do unless you have another idea. I think we'll need to make haste. But to where is the question?
Well, my father's city is to the north. We could try there. We could try Asley.
But I've really been
Yes.
like craving going down south.
And Dagmar kind
One
of
could say down under.
wallows hearing that. You mean to the swamps, Tabby?
Yeah, just I want to see what the swamps are like in a necroly.
Yes, but are there people civilized? Do they have guards that can actually
We don't
fight
know.
and
It's
reinforce the
completely
city?
new land. I don't know.
What about Jumanji?
Oh, man.
I'm like,
Jumanji.
shut up, you're drunk.
He's also not
I'm
there.
not as sunk as you
Yeah.
drunk I am.
yeah.
And you just see Dagmar kind of turn around and she just props herself on one of the tables back to you when you mention the swamps. She just doesn't say much. Yes, I suppose we could do that.
May I ask, Dagmara, on what terms, you said your father's land, did you not?
Well, he lives in Asley. He is a doctor there. He knows the city god. I thought that might be a good idea. Not seen him in a bit.
Yes. Well, need us not forget. I don't know if I have the map on me, but I know among our party there is a map where we have marked. There it is. I should have known. Should have known it was over there.
If there's a place you gotta go, he's the one you need to know. He's the map.
So on
the
that map,
I'm the
I'm sure
man.
is marked all of the locations that we know, and I've confirmed that the necromancers have other
Yeah. Otto,
established.
roll
Yeah.
roll a history check for me. Our first roll of the night.
Oh,
This week,
All right.
History Channel.
All right, tell us what you got.
Can Otto remember? I got. Well, I'm
A new
feeling
car!
16 plus 6 for
Oh.
22.
Wow. Woo. Okay. So
roll y'all.
I always got A's in history.
I was going to say, you can guess it was a nerd in school. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. That's really great.
Spoiler alert.
yeah. So you realize you remember right away as just the memory just floods back in the conversation that you had with Geisel about yeah, good old Geisel about that map, about the locations of the sites that they need to desecrate in order to bring Fornuge back. The 5 celestial sites in Anacroli that had something to do with the Archmage. He wasn't completely sure about that.
And
But
then he
that,
pulls out his label maker and labels.
so yeah, that's what you remember.
Okay.
Pause was great.
Sorry.
I love it. It was like,
The suspension.
yeah.
It's so
That's true.
exciting.
Yes.
All right. So I remember that. I share that with you guys who are present, not off being weird doing your own thing.
We all got goals. We got side quests, bro.
Hey, that's all gravy. You know, hey, you're getting them done efficiently. I'll give you that.
Exactly.
And so yeah, I just sort of imagine sitting there, game planning our next move while we're eating, and kind of figuring out, what we're gonna do.
And Judd, I don't know
Yeah.
who's playing Arisette, but I would imagine she's trying to take a nap because she's constantly worried about her spell slots.
That's true, although she knows she needs a full rest to reset those. However, I think, as we all know Airset quite well, she's probably pulling her boots off and putting her feet towards any receptive-looking person here.
Yes.
Like, gosh.
Fishing around for that foot rub, huh?
Yeah, that was a tough tree that I beat.
Seville was there.
And
She's
Tabitha sees that, she just like gets up and goes to look for like again silver, anything of value. She's just trying to part.
Yeah.
And Dagmar, just as I'm biting, just very thoughtful about the aforementioned swamps. I'm like, where's Seville? Where's Thahn? And I just walk out of the tavern because I don't want to miss that guy.
And as you guys are trying to figure that out, Seville, we'll jump to you. You know that one of the towers on this level, Arisette and Dagmar, already burned down. So it's like completely. You see the scorch marks of where the flame came out the top and at the bottom where the door used to be, which is now just cinders. So you turn to the opposite side. There is a tower. Nobody has searched this tower yet. If you want to go that way, and as you head that direction, you recognize this street as being at the end to your left, where that first house was that when you infiltrated the city the first time, which is where you went and rescued Tevin.
And got
yeah, your husband. Remember, you never talk about him anymore. Oh.
We are not married yet. We haven't had time. It's been a day and a half.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys see how she downplays him? It's
So
like
are you seeing other people now, or
Poor Tevin.
out of sight, out of mind.
Doesn't even know he's dumped yet.
I got a ring from a guy. I don't know. I'm just.
Yeah.
Didn't you do that ring?
if you like it, you better put a ring on it.
I had the mithril. That's true. I did.
Yeah.
But I got another one from.
Oh, that's right.
Thahn here.
Yeah, don't forget that.
It's gonna be like the 10 rings or anything.
Yeah. No, we know you like the jewelry you like. We get that.
Right. Pretend I don't, but you know. It's nice.
So, Seville, as you make your way over to this tower, you said you were looking for other people, but
edge guards. Yeah.
Other edge guards? You definitely don't see
edge guard.
You definitely don't see any other edge guards.
Hello.
So that's where they've been.
Oh, there they are.
So yeah, I am looking for other people.
You see other people at a distance, nobody close. It looks like they're congregating mostly around the third tier of the city. Right now, you're all in the second tier of the city.
All right. Let me go to that tower.
Okay.
Before the house.
Okay, yeah. So, this is, once again, all the towers are identical.
Right.
So
what's in them? Yeah. So I'm going to make
Worry about the fighters. Let me worry about the tower.
Star Wars references are definitely welcome here.
Yeah. I will make my way up. Just checking. I'm looking really for the crystal.
Roll an investigation check as you head up, and let's see what you find.
Okay. 18.
18. So
nice.
There's not a lot in here. It looks like this one this is one of the, you know that the buildings on this tier are bigger than the other tiers. This is kind of the fancy, we'll call it the fancy tier. And as you've gone up, you notice that there aren't even a lot of weapons on that weapons level. On the kind of the chambers level, you search through all the bedclothes, you search through the chests there. You do find 48 gold pieces total from all the different chests there. There are some other weapons, but nothing that's better than what you have, so you just ignore them unless you want them. I can tell you what's there, but nothing remarkable.
No.
On the armament
I'm going to
level,
sit down and do an innate investigation of every single. Go on.
Gonna check the weight versus your rapier.
Balance,
check the throwing daggers. Okay. The next level up, though, there are crossbows, there are bows, there are arrows, there are bolts. So if you want, there aren't any hand crossbow bolts. There are only full size bolts.
All right. I'm gonna make sure to grab a handful for Tabitha because I know she's firing them at will. So just a restock for her.
Okay.
Great.
Cool.
So
And
thoughtful.
finally make your way to the top. This tower is essentially empty. There are no necromantic bodies here. There's nothing else, but there is that large crystal. This one is undamaged. Again, it is this large 5 foot tall, kind of elongated diamond shape in this like orangish yellow.
Okay, I just want to put my hand to the face of the crystal and just see if I get any emanations. I'm looking for in the edge lore that there's these strange crystals, and I just want to know if maybe this is one of them.
Might be related. Yeah, so you put your hand out and you feel for any kind of either sentience or any sort of telepathic energy. You don't sense any. And the crystal itself feels cold.
Okay. I say I hate you, and I'm going to get a rock and I'm going to smash it.
Okay.
Fair enough.
You look around. It looks like there's a piece of stone that you can kind of dislodge from one of the kind of viewing areas. So you just kind of pull it, break it off. You start smashing, and this crystal, you see fractures start splintering through this thing. You just keep bashing it and bashing it until this crystal just disintegrates into chunks.
Judd, I love your sound effects so much.
Well,
just have to say that. I really do.
And so you're standing there, you've destroyed it. I mean, it's just, there are chunks all over. You see the kind of metal and wood band that hold this thing up into the floor. That's it. It's destroyed.
Wow.
All right. I'm going to flex. No one's looking. And then go, I got no neck.
I got no neck.
I got no neck today. No neck today. And I'm going to make my
jump up
way
the tower.
down. I just want to see if there's any ripple.
It's going to do a superhero landing.
And I want to see if there's any ripple in
breaks the hand.
The shield. Exactly.
I mean, you look up, and once again, when you look out into the mountains, you can see the difference that this shield is making. You are at the very high peak of this mountain range, right? The Dolgor Mountains. They're icy cold. You see this heavy wind blowing. You see snow and ice blowing off these peaks and this kind of trailing mist. And yet this bubble that is protecting the city is definitely keeping that out. It's still keeping it out. You don't see any...
no weather change, nothing?
Roll perception check for me really quickly. See if you spot anything. But as far as you can tell so far, it looks like it didn't have an impact.
10.
Yeah, looks like it didn't have an impact.
Oh.
All right. I'm just gonna grab a chunk of the crystal and throw it in my pack and
man after my own heart.
Make my way down.
Part of the Crystal Club.
The Crystal Club. Make my
Crystal Kids,
way. I want to make my way down and go into that house.
Oh God, dude, it's so good. So I'm sorry, where are you going, Seville?
I'm getting my goosebumps off of that one. And, I need a voice in my head. What's it sound like, John?
It sounds like this. Oh, my mighty flex. Crap, there's no one here to see it.
I'm just flexing on the street. I'm just like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm going up to that.
The pool. I think it's
the whole
that
time
way.
that Mara's like looking at you like you're on the street and we're like, what?
I'm gonna run into that house real quick and do a sweep.
Okay. As you head to that house, Thahn, we come to you.
What am I doing?
What would you like to do?
I'm at the alchemist's slash swordsmith. So I found me a dwarven alchemist.
I'll just dial one of those.
Found me a dwarven alchemist. And
1-800 alchemy.
Has anybody followed me?
Nobody's followed you, but you're not quite sure where to go. So once do you have your dice roller up?
I do.
Okay. So
What am I rolling for?
I want you to roll for a history check to
History check.
see what you remember while you're in captivity of this city.
Is there a bonus on? I don't even see history on.
Yeah, history. You have a bonus of +2.
+2. There it is.
So roll your
Okay,
d20, add 2, and tell me what you
Okay.
get.
Oh, 16 + 2.
Whoa, nice, 18. So
Very
you have been dragged around the city several times, and one of those trips, you remember you got dragged down to the lowest tier, to the kind of the tip of the city, to the giant sun temple that is down there. Has a glass, a crystalline dome. And as you were going, you saw this building off to your left that, and like from what you could tell passing it, you saw inside the door that there was definitely some alchemical stuff happening in there. So from where you're at right now, it's actually just down one tier. It's about 900 feet away. So you just make your way down there. You do see a few of Kello's people.
Parkour, you say?
Parkour.
Oh, parkour. Okay.
That's how I say it.
I Assassin's Creed across the roofs.
Hell yeah.
Alchemist.
Some say that
Anime
there is
style.
no D&D
Unnecessary
stream that blends parkour and D&D in such perfect harmony.
I think that's true that no one has said that. Yes, well, I mean, if you want to do some parkour, I'm going to make you roll an acrobatics check to make it interesting.
Alrighty.
Do it.
All right, yes.
It'll be
do it.
fun.
Do it.
You actually have a +4 to your
Parkour.
acrobatics, so do it.
I know, right? Hardcore parkour.
Dude,
Let's
you
see what you
parkour like no one's watching.
Parkour. I got
no one's watching.
18.
18, yeah.
What was it? Plus what?
Plus, oh, you got an 18 plus 4,
So
dude.
22.
So you, the buildings all around you when you start off are actually, they're 3-story, they're very large. So you kind of cut through the city, but then you get up, because you remember this area, and you get up and you see the retaining wall ahead from the second tier down to the first tier, and you do a backflip and landing on top of the little retaining wall.
Superhero landing.
And without breaking your stride, you start running down like the side of the stairs instead of the
arms way
stairs
back like
themselves. Yeah.
Naruto
going-
style. Am I succeed?
Just to go from point A to B. Just
Yeah.
Giant sweat drop.
And at the bottom, instead of just jumping off, you jump up on the side of this big building off to your right, and you go, yeah, you run a few steps, and then do a little flip, and just you land standing up, and proceed to
Go.
this really interesting building that's ahead of you. Now, this building, it's a square shape, but it has these 4 kind of antechambers that come off on each side. And
So the opposite of chambers.
That's right.
So what do investigation roll? What am I doing here?
No. You go around and you see the door.
right.
You see the door is like slightly ajar. So,
Well, let's take a peeky peek.
so you open up the door.
Man,
and
this
you
door
look
needs some WD-40.
at all the doors in
And you have a
D&D.
can.
sounds like a middle-aged
You
man.
like-
scratch that, Judd. I go on a quest for WD-40 and I start that quest now.
I have some
All right.
utility.
Bike shop.
That side quest has been activated, Otto. We will talk about that.
He vowed to never face a squeaky door again.
That's why I have the bad credit card. Never leave home without it. Give me the lock with that bad credit card.
Oh,
Nice.
what is happening?
I'm parkouring.
All right. So
You're
you
doing it
What,
well.
inside, I think.
you are inside, quickly closing the door behind you so nobody sees what you're up to. Again.
No, nobody heard that.
You
Quick,
see
everyone, activate no metagaming mode.
exactly. Inside here, the smell of this place instantly hits you. You smell herbs and all kinds of there's a mineral smell in the air. There's a hint of that sulfuric egg smell in here. And as you move in, you see barrels of different ingredients. You see glass jars on these shelves that line this wall.
I can tell what time of day it is just by smelling it right now. It's 4:20. That's the herbs, baby. So I'm looking for the guy in charge, right?
There's nobody in here
For the
right
doctor.
now.
Nobody in here.
No,
Okay,
but
so
you see all the accoutrement of an alchemist in here. This looks like this was their kind of main alchemy area.
Okay. So what are my options here?
What do
Investigate.
What do you? Yeah. What
Right.
do you? Are you looking for something in particular?
My plan is to take these pieces of shard that I collected, plus this crystal, and form a weapon. Because I have a theory that it has more power based on what I have observed in my time under capture, and what the necromancers have used their own blades for.
Okay.
And I have no magical. I couldn't fight ghosts. So I need a weapon that can protect me against magical powers. So.
Yeah, so you look around here and you're like, shit, you know, you were really hoping that there's be somebody in here who could help you, and you're looking at all these different ingredients and realizing you don't have the knowledge for this. But as you were parkouring, you saw a building that is literally the next building over, and it had an archery range and several like combat dummies over there, and you think that could be a weaponsmithing building.
Okay. So I reprogram my GPS and I curse at Siri for sending me to the wrong place first.
Yeah. So you back out of there.
Backtrack.
You backtrack.
Oh, wait. Before I go, can I look around, see if there's anything helpful in here?
Yeah, definitely. Roll an investigation check.
Alrighty. Oh, I got a natural 20.
No!
No freaking way. My
That
first
is
20.
awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, baby. I like him. I think we should keep
plus
him.
5.
Guys.
Plus 5
25.
for
Oh, that's just short. I'm sorry. No.
I don't mind 25% of his.
Way to Debbie Downer my first 20, bro.
You needed a 38.
All right. So yeah, you turn to leave and you're like, wait a second. And you turn back and you start going through things, and at first it's just a whole bunch of ingredients that you're like, I don't know what the shit this does. But you go over on the far side of kind of the main work area where you see there's like this desk set up, and you see this chest, and you drop down and you investigate this chest, and you look, and it's like there's no lock on it. It looks like it's
good.
okay.
I don't have to pick it open.
No. You open it up, and there is a sack inside.
Oh, nice sack. There's a sack in my chest. So let's investigate the sack.
Yeah, so you take it out. You take it out, you look inside, and it is all full
instant death
of death. And you're dead. Thanks for joining us, John. Everybody, Jon Bailey.
Jon Bailey.
Oh my God.
I wonder what it is.
Face hugger.
No, it is full of diamonds, and not just diamonds, but they look to be large diamonds. These,
I mean, he gave me a ring.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And you're happy with your ring.
These are another.
You just hung on a little longer. You could add a rock to go.
Where's Patty?
Meanwhile, you just got yourself another plate.
That's right. Got me another plate. Got on round 2 of the buff. Did you go for that 64 ounce all you can eat? If you eat the whole thing in an hour, it's free. Did you do that?
So John, so you had you looked through this whole place before, and you had missed this chest. It was kind of hidden in this nook in the wall, but you managed to find it and pull it out. Each one of these gems is worth 500. There are 6 of them. 500 gold pieces. These are component diamonds. Yeah, I'm impressed. The DC to find that was actually pretty high.
John, I don't know this, but I'm kind of like the money-hungry character, and this is killing me.
You don't know what I'm gonna do when I get back to
And John virtuously just closes it and walks away.
Yeah, it's like,
I do not do any happy dances. I'm cool. If anything, I throw a smoke thing behind me and walk away in slow mo.
Building in flames.
Exactly. Nobody needs to know. Shh.
So you exit this building and you make your way over. The next building over, it very much resembles a smithy here, but you see that everything is geared towards weapon making. You see there's armor in various states of construction. There are blades, there are bows. Now everything looks like it is actually aged a bit. Nothing looks fresh like it was in the alchemist's room. Like these necromancers are not making weapons, basically.
Right. Although they did have daggers, so they made weapons at some point.
They did have, that's very true. There is a furnace. It is cold at the moment. You can see that there may be some glowing embers in there. You might be able to revive it, but it's definitely not hot. Roll another investigation check for this building.
Alrighty then.
We expect another nat 20, by the way.
I know, right? Resetting.
Or else you're fired.
Yeah. Oh, we've lost
14.
John. 14.
Plus, well, you're gonna have to tell me what happens because my son's doctor's calling. So.
Oh, no problem.
5 plus 14, so that's 19.
So 19. Okay. All right, we'll just come back to John.
Yep. Okay,
Tabitha,
so Tabitha
Dagmar,
would like to know
where he
she
is.
found. She is still craving coins, so if there's anything there.
Roll an investigation check for yourself to check this tavern.
And I would also like to add, while I'm rolling this.
Yes.
Didn't roll great.
Okay.
I'm gonna mention that.
That's okay.
But she's also been like kind of weighed down by the amount of equipment that she has on hand, and also me, the person, just realized she's over her carrying capacity, so she is going to take off her rope.
Let this be a lesson to you, D&D players, walking around with your backpack stuffed with 5 statuettes and 3 different coils of 50-foot hempen rope. No, we don't play that sort of D&D here. No.
No, we're full encumbrance.
Physics D&D.
So yeah, she doesn't need her rope anymore.
Tabitha, as you do that, Arisette's like, oh, I can take it. We could put it in this bag. Things seem to just disappear. I don't know. I've never seen this before, but and she holds out that bag that Geisel.
Show me again.
She shows you that bag that they have. You have the key that you found before from I don't remember where you got that from before. Way before.
Okay.
In the forest.
Sure.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah. The oh no, sorry, at Balrog's house. I can talk.
Oh, Balrog.
Yeah. That thing you found in the chest there. That Geisel gave you this bag, and I think Otto, I'm not sure if you've identified it, but you definitely know what this is right away. You know it's
a bag of holding.
A bag of holding. So, but Arisette does not, and Tabitha definitely wouldn't know it either.
And Otto is such a cheeky little jerk that he hasn't told anybody what it is. He knows what it is. And then when he hears people talking about it, he's like having some soup, and he just sort of like chuckles and just doesn't say anything.
And Arisette's like, Tabitha, watch. Like I can put, and she puts her arm like in the bag all the way to her shoulder, even though the bag is only like 6 inches deep, and she pulls it out. Isn't that amazing? It's amazing.
That's amazing. Okay, so
Dungeon Delves. Thank you. Welcome.
Raiders.
Thank you, you dirty raiders. We love you. Welcome again.
Dank Dungeon Delves.
We love you guys.
Dang, Dungeon Delves.
Dank.
Ben, was I rolling investigation or what was I rolling?
You were rolling investigation, and
Okay, I got a 10 altogether.
10 altogether.
While I put that rope in, I would also like to put something else that's heavy. My rations can be with Arisette. That's fine.
That's fine. Who needs food when you have money?
Very true.
We get you.
You can chew on that coin anytime.
No problem. So you unload some things in there, and then you start, you check this place out. Now, again, it is like an eating hall. So you're looking around the room. You do find the kind of silver that you were looking for, and it's not like, it's not super fancy silver. But it does all have this kind of same sun stamp motif, which we're all kind of like, God, these guys were really into their suns. But it's not bad, and the metal looks very pure. But searching around, you don't see, like, there are no purses, no chests, just food and drink here mostly, and the silverware.
Okay, so Tabitha's gonna take a pair of little small spoons that have the stamp on them, the sun stamp, because of course she wants her little like trophy from this place. So she's thinking it could be made into like a cute pair of earrings.
Oh, okay. I like it. Okay, yeah. So you don't find any on the tables, but over by the bar you find kind of the silverware that nobody uses, especially these necromantic pigs. They're not using the small spoons, so there's like piles of these small spoons. So yeah, you take a couple of them and like, yep.
Okay.
You go through and kind of find the nicest stamped ones that have the perfect sun emblem on them.
Exactly.
Okay.
Perfect.
That's neat.
Yeah. All right. What about the rest of you, Dagmara and Otto? Now, you guys, if you want to stay for a full hour and take a short rest, you can.
Well, of course. I would imagine we'd relax for at least an hour.
Okay.
And basically, my goal is to get everyone back together so that we can decide on a plan about what to do and where to go next.
Okay.
That's a good point.
So I'll say. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, as Dagmara did exit, and as she just took in the cold air and just recounted everything that went on, she's gotten a little too tired, of always searching, and trying to destroy and kill. So just as I open the door, just take a few steps back and forth, think about Tevin when I see that house. I hear my tummy rumbling, and I just turn and go back into the inn. And as I open the door, I just I come back in, and there's no fire in there, I suppose, but I just kind of nestle into sit down on a bench and continue eating.
There actually is a fire, but it is dying down. It was lit previously, but nobody's been maintaining it.
Well, perfect. Then I'll sit close to it. And as I sit, I just say, so, where to?
Right question.
Yeah, are we all together here?
No, Seville is still gone. Aracet is with you. But you don't know what Seville is up to.
So it's the four of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to maybe just wait until we're all back together.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna nap.
Okay, so you guys just rest for a bit. Seville, we'll jump back to you. You I know you wanted to head to that building, so you find yourself once again in this familiar building, kind of where this whole adventure started for you in this city. And you step through that doorway, and you're looking at the familiar first floor. And you see the spiral staircase going down, spiral staircase also going up. You see the doors to the study where you encountered Koska last time you were here. They are open, and there are doors to your left, or sorry, to your right that are closed. What would you like to do?
I'm going to make to my left go into that study.
Okay. So
I've got rapier dagger out.
Okay. Yeah, you move in very cautiously, checking kind of behind the doors. The doors to this study are open. There's another room off to the right as you move in.
Right.
There's another room off to your left. Both doors are slightly ajar.
So I'm going to go to the room to the right. That was the one where I had peeked my head in last time, and I saw skeletons just in waiting.
Left. To left.
Okay, so let's just peek in there. I want to see if there's any skellies in there.
Okay, so you push open another, I'm sorry, it's D&D, squeaky door.
Man, that'll be D40.
And standing right in front of you, right inside that door, right in that corner, is a skeleton, full upright with a sword, just... but does not attack. It just...
Wow.
Have I breached? I have not breached, right?
I mean, it's looking at you, but it's not attacking. It's just standing there.
And I see just one.
Just one in this room. There are two windows in this room that, looking out onto the streets, to the street that you entered on, and then the kind of little alley close way to the north.
All right. Well, I'm just going to say, who's your huckleberry? And just stab him right in the head.
Okay. Go ahead. You know what? We're going to say you have no problem dispatching this. There's something about the skeleton that it takes that beating. You hit it twice. It never retaliates, and you just lop off its head, and it's just the thing of bones just crumbles to the ground.
All right.
Sounds just like that.
Just like that. All right.
Standard skeleton dying noise.
I'll ease open the door and take a look into this room. I'm
very well, sweet Harryhausen.
Advance it.
To the room the skeleton was in. Go ahead and roll investigation.
Yeah. All right. A natural 20, baby.
A natural 20. That's amazing. There's nothing in this room. There's literally like nothing except for this pile of bones and 2 windows. It seems like an antechamber. You're like,
you know what's in the other room though? Back in the tavern, his party members just twiddling their thumbs, wondering where the hell he is.
Where the hell is Seville? Okay, but
quick. Yes.
But I'm going to say, just in the interest of time and to be generous, we're going to count that for your whole investigation through this area.
Sorry, I debated on whether I should say it, but
no, it's good. So you move out. You move out that little room. You come into this office again. There used to be a fire in the fireplace. It's dead now. There's this desk, and you had previously found the map on top of this desk. It's now clear. There is still
the map off of it, so it's clear now. Okay.
There is still a skull on there, if you remember.
So it's not clear. There's a skull there. Okay.
There's a skull, yeah, but nothing interesting. But you start searching the desk, and you did this before, and you didn't find anything. But this time, because it doesn't look like there's any drawer that pulls out or anything, but you reach under and you feel there's just something about the bottom of this desk that doesn't quite feel right, and you push it, and it kind of like you hear this click, and it just lowers down in your hand.
Ooh,
and it's a false bottom,
drawers.
and then you just pull it out, and you see
whip it out
several papers there.
Papers.
Paper cut.
All right. I'll
take 1 damage for paper cut.
I'll take the papers. Just look through them quickly, but I'll just take them and roll them up, and so I can show them to the party.
Okay.
Yes, do come back
Is it
to
because
it.
you can't read all that good, or? I don't know about your character. I'm still learning.
Yeah, so I mean, just glancing at them really quickly, you see like a small version of the map that you've taken. You see a bunch of scrawled notes, but there's a lot of information, and some of it looks like it's not in a language that you know.
It's in legalese.
Exactly. They're contracts.
Party of the first parties.
Yeah.
Shove them in your bag. What are you doing?
I want to do one thing. I want to go across to the right door.
Yeah,
quickly.
So I'm going to count the same investigation for that as well. It just looks like you open this up. It's a very small square room. There are 2 windows here. It actually looks out. The back one looks out into kind of essentially like a backyard. You haven't seen anything like this. It's walled in. There's a section of these seats in a circle around what looks like essentially a fire pit. And nothing interesting out there other than that. And there's nothing in this room. It's completely bare other than
That's a cool Transformer name too, by the way.
Which one?
Fire pit.
Fire pit. Transforming fire pit. But there's another door that leads back out into the main room through this little small square room.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay, so you go out and you find yourself once again in the main room that you came in. You see the staircase going down, the staircase going up, and doors opposite you on the far wall.
All right, I'm running upstairs really quick because this is the place we had never checked before
Correct.
we were ushered out, and then let's go.
Checked before.
So you make it to the top of the stairs, and
Congratulations.
There are 8 doors here at the top. There's like a small landing, and just like 8 doors. A couple of them are slightly ajar. Several of them are closed. From the ones that are open, you can see it looks like beds in there.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to some of the closed
I bet
ones.
they're bedrooms.
I just want to see if we caught any of the necromancers scrambling to get out and they left stuff behind.
Yeah. Just give me, in the interest of time, just give me an investigation check for this whole floor.
Order. I'm sorry.
That is a 12.
A 12.
That's what you should be called, Glory Hog.
Okay, so you go in a couple. We'll call this one for the closed doors. So you go into the closed doors. With that you find beds. You find chests in these rooms. Each one has kind of more of a ceremonial robe in the chests and another one of those black daggers. You find 32 gold pieces total for the closed doors. One of them is is just essentially a bathroom. I mean, there's just chamber pots in there. If you want to roll one more investigation for the open door rooms, we'll just do it that way.
I think Tabby should casually pickpocket Seville at one point.
I mean,
just because he's got a few too many.
He's not above it.
In the meantime, Judd, would you say that those of us back at the tavern are getting the benefit of a short rest?
Yeah, I'm going to say you guys can go ahead and do a short rest. So roll your hit dice if you're damaged.
Okay.
Yes,
that's in the
most certainly am damaged.
I haven't
15?
Okay,
good.
15. Okay, great. So you pop into...
So whatever I roll, I can add?
It'll do it. If you click short rest, it'll kind of walk you through on your
you can hit roll die or your hit dice.
And you add your constitution modifier to what you roll, and you get that much health.
Say
back.
Constipation?
Constipation check. Yep.
Okay. You find a small bottle with that kind of yellowy liquid in it. It's a little bit more ornate.
It's my urine sample.
In the bottle than what you had before. You find another 25 gold pieces. And then in one of the last room that you check, right before you're about to give up, you enter this room, and it's all of the rooms had one kind of larger bed in them, but this room has two smaller beds. And you kind of toss it over really quickly, and as you're going through this chest and you don't find anything, you turn to leave, and your foot kind of the ground's a little uneven. You look down at the board, and this board and the wood floor kind of lifted up a little bit, and you drop down and you open it up, and there's a little tiny like velvet black pouch in here.
Little sacks around here.
Open it up, and you see there is it's interesting. It's a ring, silver and black intertwined.
I feel like a guy can make a killing making pouches in this world. Everybody keeps all their stuff in pouches.
Right? Yeah. You should be a pouch maker. That's a good backstory. And then there is one bit of mother of pearl inlay in this ring as well.
Mother of pearl.
Mother of pearl.
Mother of pearl.
All right.
Okay, and that's all you find on this floor.
But who is the father?
All right, I'm making my way down very quickly and going to the doors that are shut, and I'm going to listen for them. I'm just trying to listen for just whispers or any kind of any people that might be in here.
Yeah. Roll perception check for me.
11.
Okay. Yeah, you don't hear anything. It seems, this house seems pretty dead.
He's like, yeah, no.
But he does hear the voice inside his head, which says...
It says, I don't hear anything. Oh, yeah. Time to flex.
Do you go in?
Yeah, I go in.
All right.
He is a plus 20 for flexing, I think.
Checking.
You go in and you see a very long oval table with seats all around. This is like right off the Death Star. There's a small console table on the far side of this, kind of in a bay window area. And there are these
Michael Bay window area?
A Michael Bay window. Yeah. And it's,
so there's explosions.
Careful.
It's golden hour.
Yeah, an explosion's got to be in town.
As this golden light streams through the window.
But don't worry, you're a protagonist.
Look, there's an over-sexualized female actor.
I was just going to say, there's like a bikini girl just
She's randomly standing there.
She's polishing a motorcycle.
Acting terribly and delivering her lines very badly.
Yes.
All of this.
And we're all offended. There are five bowls that you can see from the doorway that are on this table on the far side of the room.
5 bowls?
5 bowls. They look like they are...
It really is 420 this session, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
What
are you doing?
I'm going to the bowls. I want to see if there's anything to play them.
I want to get in my bowl too.
They look like bone china. I had to do it.
Bone.
But they are
China's ready.
They are all full of blood. Each one of them.
Yummy.
Blood.
And they're they're like double hand size shape.
Drink it, Seville. Drink it.
You say blunt or blood? They're full of blunts.
Sweet score. Drop it in your bag.
Yeah.
For later.
And I just look into the blood and I'm just admiring Dagmara and Otto's voices in their head, and I take the bowl and I'm just gonna drink it down. I'm kidding. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it.
And then he woke up, and it was all a dream.
I was like, okay, and Seville is dead. You can roll up a new character.
Or he mutates into a giant awesome character. We don't know.
Yeah.
No, he would die.
Turns into Michael Bay.
It's flex
He
juice.
turns into Michael Bay. Yeah.
He turns into Michael Bay. There's 2 Michael Bay windows.
All right.
I'm not touching the blood.
Okay.
Is there any ruin, anything around this room? If not, I'm leaving.
That's it.
And I'm gonna yell, "Is anybody in here?"
In here. In here.
No, go away. Okay.
Nope.
Come play with us, Danny.
All right.
Red round.
I'm gonna look at my ring and I'm going to turn it
Tower.
with what I have. I'm gonna turn it, and I should end up right next to Araseth, as she has the crystal skull in her.
The crystal skull.
Worst of all the Indiana
What a
Jones.
loyal companion.
Oh, yeah,
And
that's not even a movie.
I'd love to think that the timing synced up right where Otto was like, "Where the hell is Seville?" That was like the moment before that he twisted his ring.
Yeah. And
Convenient.
yes.
love that.
And in perfect editing, Seville appears right in front of you.
God, you didn't describe. You described that skull.
And
That's
one
just a
After Effects
skull
later.
on the desk.
You
right?
already looked at it last time. It's just a standard skull.
Yeah, just skull. Yeah,
Just, you
that's
know,
what I thought.
like to have a human skull around, just for fun.
Just a human skull.
But it was
yeah.
a real skull.
All right.
Not a problem.
So I pop in right behind Wild Sauce and go
Wild sauce.
right in her side, and
And she's got her rapier out instantly at your throat.
right.
It's like, oh,
It's just
oh,
like
sorry, Seville.
just me.
You guys flirting is weird.
I'm used to it.
I'm used to it.
And as like Mara's like biting off her little shank, is like, well, you look surprisingly not burned this time, Seville. Well done.
Yes, welcome back.
You noticed it. Thank you very much. I'll take some of this food and let's look over what I have here. I've got some prizes for everybody. So,
And as you say that, Seville, you
Yeah.
guys all look through the windows as you hear this
Michael Bay
this
window.
screeching. The Michael Bay window.
They
You
all
hear
start
this-
shaking.
The screeching of something outside, and you see Bofty, Tabitha. You remember from nice from the bakery back in Lucknow.
Bakery.
Slash,
Bakery.
beat you to it. The Michael Bakery.
The Michael Bakery.
oh my God, yes.
And she just
Not
finished
the only-
her Optimus Prime rib, too.
That's not the only thing getting. And hey, just to pile on while we're at it, I just wanted to make a note that that's not the only thing getting baked this session. Am I right, guys? Am I right?
Jesus Christ.
All these herbs and blunt balls around.
Welcome to the Role Players Off the Rails. Yeah, sorry. I didn't remember where I
Okay,
was.
so Bofty's there.
So this
Yeah, so Bofty
Michael
and is
window.
dragging
Loud noises.
this person behind her in necromantic robes. Anyway, you see this kind of like really messed up face. You see these like really exaggerated scar marks from stitches and something. You're not sure if this person is human or what, and you just hear this this person begging for mercy. And we're going to leave it there. We're going to take a short break, everyone, because we are overdue. Sorry. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Stay tuned because we got lots of cool shit coming up.
And it's still 420.
Brought to you by Skull Splitters.
Brought to you by Skull Splitter and Thrill Studios. Thrill Studios. All right, everyone.
For the
See you
thrill.
guys in a little bit.
10 minutes. We'll be back. We'll continue the craziness. Love you guys.
the backhand run.
And we're back. We're back for more madness tonight. Thank you for joining us.
Skull Splitter.
Skull Splitter dies.
And
I forgot the other one. What's the other one?
And I know that you're gonna do it. And Thrill Studio. Thrill
Studio.
So,
Thrill Studio.
like, all jokes aside, Skull Splitter is amazing. You guys have to check out their stuff. They have D100s, and our producer KP Killer Panda / Ashley literally has one and has been rolling it. She's a killer producer. She's a KP, and to the enjoyment of her cats, and it is awesome. I definitely have to get one myself.
Honest question. There's a big question I've been wanting to ask you forever.
What do
if
you
you
got?
have to roll percentile, do you want to have to snatch up 2 measly D10s?
No.
Or do you want to have a badass circular skull splitter D100?
You want a D100.
D2000.
You don't want to be confused if you get a 00 in something. You're like, what does this mean? I don't know what this means. But
You want to
get-
see that one hundo staring right back at you. Am I right?
All right, listen to me.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Skull Splitter. I need you to make a T2000 Cyberdyne Systems die.
So get over there, and that was
Wow.
good.
The
And order
D2000.
order some of our D2000 Skull Splitter. Skull Splitter.
Skull Splitter is the skull is the middle part of the skull right there. The Cyberdyne.
Get to the chopper and use our promo code
Get to the roller.
TRPSS15 for 15% off at Skull Splitter Dice. You got to do it.
Hasta la dice,
Do it.
baby.
It helps out the channel. It helps
it.
out the show. It helps us
Do it.
do
back.
crazy stuff for you guys.
She'll be back.
And we'll be back.
Now we're back.
in the back.
And look, we're back. And then Thrill Studios, amazing mini painters. They sell their painted minis. They sell unpainted minis that you can't get anywhere else in the world
Nowhere
through
else,
different
no.
Kickstarters that they have backed and they have stock. So check them out as well. Scroll
Check 'em
down on
out.
our Twitch page.
Scroll
Follow them over,
down.
buy some minis. Make it happen.
Scroll it down, come on, scroll it down. You can do it. It's right here. Come on, roll it.
So stick around and watch some more.
I love it.
All right. Dylan.
Looks like the die has been rolled.
You son of a bitch.
Arnold said so.
Thrill, you son of a bitch.
Oh my god. This is something that made me want to watch like Total Recall and Predator and Commando.
God.
Commando.
You behind the desk
Followed
playing
by
Dungeons and
kindergarten
Dragons, I'm telling you.
Yes.
My friend knows Arnold, and he was with Arnold one day, and he called my voicemail and left. Arnold left a message. It was
Yes,
so
he
funny.
did.
It was.
Like
Oh,
some
yeah.
D&D over there.
He was like,
Holy.
Maybe you can come down to Arnold's gym at
Well-
the beach. Could play some D&D. Come on.
So I had a dinner with Arnold one time, and all of us were handing.
Wow.
And Arnold was saying this. I don't know. He was telling some kind of joke, and I walked up to talk to him, and he looks at me, he's like, "Christ, you're huge," and I'm like
such a
half
big
his
man
weight,
over
but
there.
taller, but half his weight.
For those who don't know, Jed is very, very tall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Almost as
I'm
big
taller
as
People
than I
don't
look
really know
online.
this.
Sharing,
It's huge
you guys
over
are
there.
sharing all of these heroic Arnold stories, but I was on set once and like Arnold was there walking around because his son was in this movie, and my friend went to take a photo with him, and I said, "Oh, can I take your photo for you guys?" And he was like, "No, thank you." I was like,
No.
Oh, he said no.
No.
That's
He was like,
Arnold,
"No."
come on.
He was-
He's
Security.
an asshole.
You know what?
like,
I was
"No,
gonna.
thank you, we're good."
I was
like,
gonna say.
"Wow."
That was not
we
him.
should
That was the
get him.
Terminator.
He terminated the picture. I was gonna say we should get him as a guest on the stream, but you know what? Now knowing what I know and what he said to you,
Yeah,
Gabriella,
forget
no
it.
way, no how.
I didn't- I was just-
My mind.
I was just
don't care
texting his
about him
agent,
anymore.
but
They back
no.
2000.
I'm shutting it down.
Arnold, if
I
you're
just did
watching
the
right
show.
now, and
No,
I
he's
know
watching.
you are,
I'm not.
He
I
is.
challenge you to a fight for Gabriella's honor. All
I'll
right?
fight you.
And you.
You'll die. Like crush your
Hasta
head
la
like this.
vista.
Yeah, is
Baby.
that right?
Crush
All
your head
right.
like a baby bird. Just
But he has to play Conan. If he comes on the show, he's got to be Conan.
Okay, if he
He's
shows
gotta
up
be
dressed as
Conan.
Conan, I won't fight him.
I'm all for
Yeah,
that.
if he's dressed as Conan, all forgiven.
I'm
He's gotta bring his
legitimately
monkeys.
going to watch Conan after the stream tonight.
Oh yeah.
I love Conan.
For real. That was one of my favorites.
Conan the Barbarian.
That guy's huge. He's like 6'7".
He's got a stream. He's got a stream with his donkeys too.
Got a steady stream.
Yeah, only his donkeys are going to be on. Not we didn't get
Those
Arnold, but we got the
ponies.
donkeys.
Those are my asses over there. Yeah.
I believe he
your ass
brought
inside.
his donkeys in
Oh
his
my
home
god.
one.
We could just do this
He
for the rest of
does.
the night, y'all. I mean,
We could.
Yeah.
we got another hour.
We gotta
We better get back into this damn
back
D&D
to the
game.
game.
Come on, Doc.
Yeah.
We got to get back to the game. Come on.
Okay.
Guys, heavy.
All right. So
right.
jumping back in.
Hey, Doc.
As you remember, the 5 of you now, Thahn is off
1.21 gigawatts.
doing his own thing. The rest of you are congregating around this eating hall area. When you see Bafti dragging this, looks like she found a necromancer, and it's just sniveling and screaming out. And what are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna just watch the windows, or are you gonna go out?
The Michael Bay windows.
Michael Bay windows.
We don't trust those windows. We know this.
It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's golden hour. It's beautiful lighting.
Yeah, something's got to
We
go.
got to shoot this whole scene in 10 minutes. Go.
Let's drag the guy in. Let's drag the guy in here and have some questions.
Yeah.
Let's do some questions.
you guys step
and
out and
Time for us
answers.
to play a good adventure or bad adventure.
Yes.
You wave Bafti over, and she's like, "Where's Kello?"
And Tabitha's like, "Where's the desserts? Did you bring it?"
And he's like, "Let me go! Let me go!" And just like kind of fighting. I'd stop it! I'll tell you anything! I'll tell you anything! And she just drags this petulant person into the area. She's like, "Fuck's sake! Where's Kello? Anyone?
I'm not there. I don't know.
Anyone other than the guy not here?" Hello?
I think he's having.
Where is Kello?
I think he's having some time to himself. Last I
Morning
saw
is
him.
person
No, it wasn't like that. It was just that he had a sort of
bromance thing with you.
No, it's not
After-
that
before
either. Although the thought has crossed my mind.
It's crossed everybody's mind.
I know.
Every time you saw him grow
I'm
twice
at
his
the bottom
size.
of the totem pole at this point. I don't even. But
I know what totem pole you want to see.
No, I think he's taking some time to himself. He had a meaningful sort of experience following the battle, and you may just want to give him a moment. Why? Is there
Right.
something urgent going on?
Well, yeah, I found this fucking necromancer hiding in one of the buildings. I'm sure Keller wants to question him. I tell you, just don't hurt me. I tell you anything. And you look down and there is something really fucked up about this guy. Human, definitely, but it looks like he is the yeah, right. He's refusing to wear a mask, and no, I'm just kidding.
A Florida man today in Lucknar.
It looks like he's got like these really bad stitch scars, and like different pieces of his flesh have been excised or maybe added. He looks not right.
So he's like patchwork piecemeal.
He's kind of like patchwork. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's just groveling, and yeah, we found this one going down the entrance that we used to get in the city, the secret passage. I think Keller will want to know. Yeah,
Let's sit him in a chair.
We
Sit
are.
him in a chair here.
Yeah, sit him down
we're
right here.
among Keller's.
Set him down gently in the chair.
Somebody throw him in a chair.
Bafti
Make
like
sure it's well padded, damn it.
throws him in the chair and
Would you like some
Someone pull the chair from underneath him.
pulls her blade like right up to his throat. Like, hey, I'll talk, don't kill me, I'll talk.
Good. Now, you got the orders for an evacuation. Where were you being evacuated to? What was the teleportation you were all walking through? Where's it lead?
I don't know. I didn't go. I wasn't allowed to go. I don't know where they went. Koska doesn't tell us everything.
They must have mentioned where they were going.
No.
You would do yourself a terrible disservice to
Me. I don't know that. I know other things. But I don't know where they went.
Do I believe him, Judd?
Roll an insight check.
All right, let me roll here. I study. I squint my eyes at this very.
He rolls his skull splitter.
Judd,
Yeah.
Tabitha would like to see if he's got anything on him.
You know, Tabitha,
I'm pretty sure he would have checked it before he got him, right?
roll an investigation check.
Okay.
I only got a 10. So,
I mean, he certainly seems like he's pleading. He looks everything in his mannerism looks like he is really scared and is definitely just gonna say anything to stay alive. Tabitha, what'd you get?
I kind of look. Sorry. Yeah.
So you start searching him, and Bafti's like, I already checked him for weapons. He's like, and you still keep searching him, like pulling off
what we're worried about, Bob.
turning off a boot, and like emptying it, nothing there, taking off another one. Shping. There's
a pouch in velvet.
No, it's not. It's not velvet.
Not a pouch.
No, sorry, it's a
not
pouch.
made of velvet.
It's a pouch. Don't act now.
What's in the pouch?
It's a leather pouch.
Pouchmaker TM.
And he's like, no, okay. And it's like, it's 10 gold pieces. That's all he's got.
That's a lot of money for somebody.
No, Judd, that's all he had.
Yeah. But that's
having it for people.
What is your name?
He doesn't have a dagger on him. He doesn't have a necklace. Any of the things that you're searching for, you don't find on this guy.
Okay.
What's your name?
What is your name?
What is your favorite color?
What's your favorite color?
What is your quest?
What is the airspeed of an 811?
I don't know that.
Green, no blue.
Sorry. It's Belka. Name's Belka.
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 Name's Belka. What do you want? I tell you, don't kill me. Don't kill me. I can tell you. I know what they're up to.
Shut your mouth for 1 second.
Okay, I'm shutting my mouth. I'm not talking. This is
Be
not
quiet
talking.
for 1 minute so I can just hear myself think and talk. What you're going to do is just going to offer up information when we ask you a question.
Yeah.
If you lie, we're going to know it. And that's it. No more out of your mouth.
I don't lie.
When you hear a question, answer it. What's going on with
Is
your
that a question?
face?
Oh, that's a question.
What's going on with your face?
A little hurt.
How?
I mean, by your question, hurt. But they experimented on me. That's why I didn't go with them. I'm not one of them. They're playing with me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's not one of them.
All right, I'm going to see if he's lying.
Somebody who's with him.
Roll your
I don't
fucking
believe it,
inside
Phil.
check.
I don't believe
See what you
it.
fucking get.
All right, Kraka. Oh my gosh, I rolled a 2.
For fuck's sake. This guy's definitely fucking telling the truth.
All right, then what do you mean you're not one of them? Where are you from?
From Carthan originally. But they took me.
Really?
They took me. They made me do things for them. They experimented on. Look at me. I didn't want this. I spare my life, and I'll tell you what you want to know. I know what they're up to.
Telling the truth.
I don't know where they went, but I know what they're doing. I know what they're doing.
Why don't you tell us a bit more about that?
Tell us.
Don't be shy.
They're bringing back Fornuge.
Yeah, we know that. And
We know that, Bob. Come on, let's go.
And he's like, you see the kind of visible shit.
I don't have any other better information.
Nothing else to offer.
We learned that like episode 3.
I have the cure for COVID-19.
And I just go up to him and I crouch down and I just say to him, "Do you know where they go? That's all we want to know. Do you know where they hide?"
I don't. But I don't know that. Okay, Fornuge, you know. Okay, good. You know Fornuge. Let's see. They're working with the Erison Kingdom. They're working with the Edgeguard. Bet you didn't know that. I bet you didn't fucking know that.
My head snaps like this at Seville.
Does that keep me alive?
Yeah, you better explain this.
Quite petty, but.
What do you mean they're working with the
Why don't
Edgeguard?
you give us a name?
There was an Edgeguard that came up here.
Yes.
A while ago. Where is that Edgeguard?
She went with them.
She went with.
There was
What did she look like? What did she look like?
Yeah.
Describe her, please.
Yeah. She was so tall. She's really beautiful. She had this like really soft, like light brown skin.
How does he know it's
And
soft?
Dagmar just gets to pain.
Yeah, I look
How does
to
he know it's
Dagmara.
soft?
And she had this blue-gray armor.
Guessing.
on.
Isn't he describing your commander? I think
No.
to myself.
No,
it's not
she has
the
really
Larar.
dark. She has really dark skin.
This is the one I
Soft
look,
either.
I look towards Dagmara.
And she was talking. What was her name? Hold on, what was her name? It's re something. Larina. They were talking to a Larina.
You know, Lorena.
So she went with them. That was her. That was her. Seville, that was her.
Listen, before I came up in here, before I
was
lost
the
communication because of the force shield, Rena, is that who you're talking about?
Yes, you know. So I speak the truth.
You do. So she told me that there was an Edgeguard, which we know, because that is the one that infiltrated Dagmara's mind, cracked it, and got the information. She said, what I told her, she said it was opposing information, that someone was feeding her information.
It was her who was
Exactly. So,
And I like
Larar-
bang my fist on the table and I say, she will need to pay for this.
Absolutely.
And
That's why we gotta get these towers down.
Poison.
Yes.
And you guys see it. You see Kello passing the windows, walking in now.
Michael Bay window.
Michael Bay window, and
He was just at the Michael Bakery.
he looks like everything that you saw before did not happen. He is in control, and he is, he's in command. He is in command mode now.
Yep, he just stuffed it all down.
Yeah, he's bearing
Waiting
it.
for it to come back up.
It's just
Repress it,
no.
repress it,
He's
no.
gonna drink that away. That's
It's
fine.
weakness.
He's gonna drink the blood gut bowl.
Good way to deal with it.
He's gonna fix himself a plate and then.
What's
just
going on
carry
here?
Nice flagon.
Alcoholism. Oh,
I'll take a flag.
hello.
Oh, just having a word with one of the stragglers here.
Hello, you're looking great.
Yes.
You tell how many flagons he's had. Hey, Helen.
A little early, but try me in 10.
Keller, we found this man. Well, Bafti found this man, this necromancer who knows the very half-elf Edgeguard who came and tortured me about a few weeks ago. So
Yes.
we're wondering, where did she go? I wonder, as I crouch right back down.
I told you I don't know, but he went. She went with them. She was with them. They struck a deal. If you go to Casca's, his place by the temple on the 4th tier, it might be proof. That's where they met.
While you're at Costco, you should get some large containers of toilet paper because they're on sale right now.
No, they're sold out. They're sold out.
Not Costco. Okay.
Not
All of a
anymore.
sudden, I thought you were saying Costco.
There's been a run. There's been a run on Costco.
During these uncertain times, it's, well,
Necromancer's in
Always a
Costco,
Costco.
guys.
I sort of nudge. I try to get all the party's attention.
Well,
And,
I'm still not there, so.
well, yes. Sorry, John. I said the party.
Oh my god.
Ouch!
I'm just
Yeah, I
kidding.
thought I trusted.
The one guy who was nice to me.
I know, right?
I would like to, yes, leave hello to, and with this guy, with this prisoner, and I would like to assemble the group to discuss our plan. because now with this new information, there seems to be a lot of different.
And as you
things we
step
can
away,
do.
you see like there's a panic in this person's eye. He's like, no, there's more. They're searching for somebody. They took a key. They took a key from some halfling. They want that more than anything. They're searching for that.
Smittrell, they're talking about
Smittrell, yes. That one.
Yes.
They killed him. They killed him. His head is on a stake. They killed him. He failed us.
He had an unreasonably secure home, so.
That's true.
Did you just say us?
Them. I mean, I was pretending to be with them. I mean, look what they've done to me. I don't know. Just don't kill me. I'll tell you. I've told you. What else?
Kello, what fate?
I'll help. I'll fight for you.
No,
Calm
that's
yourself
all right.
down. And Dagmar just gives him a
that's
skin
fine.
of water. Calm yourself down.
You're a little bit too annoying to be around us alone. So.
Sun's getting real low.
Yeah, Kello, why don't you do what you see fit with this man? I'm afraid that we have pertinent business we need to tend to.
You should run your finger across your neck like this.
Just roll your eyes in the back of your head like the Undertaker.
Kello just calms you.
Water is
all.
poison.
We will free this one. He's clearly not part of them in spirit. Have you told us all there is? Yeah, that's all I've got. That's all I know.
I have a feeling you know something more about the secret pathways underneath the city.
Pathways.
So Tabitha is across the way from him, and she pulls out her blink dagger and like throws it towards him, and then she uses the dagger like thing where she can like teleport to it and gets like right up in his face.
Oh shit! That was awesome.
Trying to do a little
Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yes.
Roll an intimidation. Roll an intimidation check for me at advantage, because fuck yeah.
Because fuck yeah.
Cause fuck yeah. What'd you get?
I rolled a 19, and then like what
Of
was
course
it?
Tabitha did. Yeah, intimidation.
+3.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah. So you guys just see
We have
Tabitha.
some raiders.
Mad Bug
Mad Bug
Streams. Thank you guys for rating.
Welcome.
Appreciate it.
Mad birds themselves.
Brought to you by Skull Splitter.
We're just intimidating.
Splitter and Thrill Studios.
and Thrill Studio.
I just used my blink dagger to intimidate this guy who I could tell was maybe not telling the whole truth. So
Yeah.
let's see what he says.
So
Did you say that he maybe
right idea.
blinks when you do that?
Oh, I'll be here all night long.
All right. Yeah. So, yes, we will. Sorry, everyone. Tabitha, you just fling your dagger over and you immediately appear right next to his face. Like the blade is half an inch from his throat. He's like, ah! And you just immediately see, like, basically he wets himself. He is so scared at this point.
That water, that water I gave him.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly.
I was just like,
No,
I bet he passed some water then.
I swear, I'm trying to think of anything that might be helpful. I tell you, I'm not holding back anything. I'm telling you everything I know. Look what they did to me. Look, you think I want
Getting
this?
embarrassing at this point. This is quite embarrassing. So no pathways, no portals, nothing you can tell us about.
Underground. What controls the shield of the city? We know, and you see Kello in a blink of an eye. His blade, Tabitha, it barely misses you. Like you feel the air pass by your cheek as Kello's blade just. And you just see the guy, and his head just tumbles off.
Yeah.
Kello, he was just about to tell us.
We don't need that. And he puts his blade back.
Okay, I respect it. It was a bit harsh, and I was pretty close.
I said we'd free him.
From his miserable body?
Bhakti, what else have you found?
You know how to work the towers then, yes?
We really need
The
to...
towers? What about the towers?
We need to take this force shield down.
The towers has nothing to do with with the barrier.
I just want to say, though, Seville,
Yes.
if the force field is protecting the city, and we want the city protected, maybe we just leave it for now. Yes?
No. Kello steps in. No.
Yeah, I don't agree. because then,
Listen, stop.
yeah.
We have work to do. We've got to search the city. We need keys to access the control.
And speaking of searching, where is Thahn? He's been gone for a very, very long time.
I think we should all get together with Thahn. We have a lot to discuss, and we need to figure out what to do. So, Kello, if you'll excuse us.
Excuse me, Otto.
Also, Judd, don't some of us have some keys?
We have keys.
As Kello is describing, we need 3 keys. There are 4 total, but we need 3 here. We need to spread out, search the bodies, find the keys.
Okay.
All right.
I believe Ariset has a key.
Yeah, Ariset's like, I have one.
I think I have one, but I can't remember.
Can you and your men search for these while we tend to
This is our top.
down...
You can. This is our top priority. We need these keys. They control the barrier. And the keys fit together. They fit together. It's extremely important.
I have the utmost trust in you and your men. I'm afraid that we truly have bigger fish to fry.
I think I do have a key, guys. I should take better notes.
You have a key. You have a key.
You have a key.
Somebody has a key, I remember.
Flowers on my notes.
Ariset has a key.
Yeah, we had a key last week.
Ariset holds up her key, and you see Kello's like, yes. Yes, and he grabs it, and he's like, yes, there are 3 of these. Whoa, this is not the original, but this is the key. God. There are 3 of these keys. They fit together.
They lead to the treasure of Anorak from Ready Player One.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, then it appears there's only 1 key missing. Is that right?
Yeah, you guys actually have 3 of the keys. I can't remember. Maybe Ariset has 2 of them, or Dagmara, you have one. I don't know.
I was only here for 1 key.
I have one. Yes.
You got one last week, didn't you?
Yeah. So yeah, that's right. Dagmar, yes.
What an easy quest.
It's like in a video game where you got the stuff before
you found out that you needed it.
Right.
And he's like, go and hurry, you have little time.
Like,
and then you get done talking
you've
to him,
completed the quest.
Bam.
Yeah.
That's the best. I love those.
Key drop, boom.
Yeah. All right, and his eyes just light up. Yes. May I have them? This is what we need. We can control the barrier. This is what our first priority should be. We can keep the necromancers from coming back.
Big thank you to Royal Searts.
Royal Searts. Royal.
Thank you for following us.
Kiarts. Thanks, guys.
Kiarts.
Royal Quartz.
Quartz. Yes.
You all come with me. And
I'll just wait here.
Bofty's like, wait, Kello, we also
She's a necromancer.
We also found some fucked up shit.
A furry necromancer.
Where are they? Tell me.
And as you guys are all walking out, Bofty's like, we found I don't know. At some point, you wanna see it. What is it, Kello? Sorry, I'm Kello. What is it, Bofty? It's fucked up beasts. All these different beasts locked up in one of the buildings nearby. Big cats, different types of creatures.
Big cats.
Like that.
Show me here.
All right.
With extra thumbs.
Bofty, you could take one of these if you want. One of these people if they want to go with, but I've got to go do this as more important. And he strides off. Bofty peels away to go do whatever she's doing with these beasts that she's found. Does anybody want to go with her? Or you guys all going with Kello?
I was hoping we could all get together and figure out what we're gonna do.
Well, Kello's kind of pulling you along, but you guys can talk. But you also don't have to go.
Because he's a hottie.
Yeah, I feel like this session, none of us have we haven't all been together and been able to discuss anything. So maybe if we could, if everybody wants to do that, we can. But certainly, whatever. I'm cool with whatever.
So whatever you want to do. Kello's just walking around.
Not bitter at all, Otto.
That's what I think I would do.
Yes.
Okay, so Otto kind of like slows down and pulls you all together as Kello moves off. And actually, let's hold that because we've been away from Thahn for too long. Thahn, we're coming back to you.
I'm still here.
You're still here. Sorry. You're providing so much comedic relief. I feel like we don't even need your story, but I forgot. You're actually part of the story. So you, if you remember, you're in the weapons
Yes,
kind of
I'm looking for a guy to make this sword idea for me.
So
what are my options here? I mean, obviously somebody's been here because there's still embers going.
Yeah, there's still embers going, and you do kind of a general layout of this, and you see like the billows. You know how to make that fire hotter. You see the various molds that you need for the different type of weapons. Really quickly, you've been around some of these type of people. The blacksmith in Lukenor, you've seen weapons being made. I mean, you have the general gist of it. It's not really a difficult sort of thing. You see the smelting pots if you want to melt the ore.
Doing that.
Okay. So
I was gonna bribe somebody with that little dagger that I found.
Yeah,
I was doing it myself.
There's
There's
like nobody.
million of these laying
DIY your own necro weapon is what I'm thinking.
No, he's got a special dagger that it's not magical, but it is definitely special.
Okay, well, hanging on to that for a minute.
Yeah. So
I'm combining. My theory is, or my Thahn's theory is that if he can combine the power of this crystal with these necromancer blades and create a weapon, he doesn't know exactly what it's going to do yet, but he knows that he has no defense because he's fought with these things before with normal mortal weapons and no go. So he knows that he's not very helpful to the party right now, other than helping with persuasion and getting in and out of places. So he needs some.
I like this. I like this.
Heavy hitting.
This is fun.
So you take a look around and you're like, okay, Centaur, let me think. Okay. And you picture Tevin. You've watched Tevin when you've gone to steal things from Tagmara, and you've watched Tevin at work in the blacksmith, and you're like, okay, yeah, I got it. This is not like you're super smart. This is not very complex. You get a smelting pan, you grab it, you put the pieces of the daggers that you've crushed in there. You go over to the billows and you see.
Wow, it's like Police Academy.
You see the fire. You see the fire just kind of it's starting to grow. You throw a few more logs in there, and there's chunks of what must be coal in there, and you see the fire is growing hotter. You once again go to the billows, and it's just like it's getting hotter and hotter. You transfer these pieces into this smelting pan. You grab some tongs, and you put it in the fire.
I sing the Tong song.
Tong song.
Tong.
My God.
I like the way the embers go.
Use my tongue. All right, yeah.
All right. Cut to. I have no idea how long this shit takes to melt, but it melts.
As long as it took them to do their little deal earlier.
Yeah, they're doing their dealio over there.
What we call perfect editing.
Kello is beheading people, and you are smelting the stuff. It actually smelts fairly quickly because it is actually a form of glass. So it doesn't take long, and you see it just kind of and it melts down, and you get it so it's white hot. Grab it again with the tongs. You pull the. What shape are you making it into? There are dagger, there are swords.
I'm making it into a sword. I need something a little bit better than just a normal mortal long sword or short sword.
All right,
wow, there has to be some slow motion in this.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm imagining Tony Stark in the cave building the Iron Man suit for the first time.
Slow motion is
Shirt off, the sweat.
This molten liquid
the montage with the
pours down. It's like
No, but it's the Tong song.
The
Tong song instead. Yeah.
It's just like, baby, that Tong.
Well, we're not to the, hold on, we're not to the hammer. This isn't the hammer song. What are you doing jumping ahead to the fucking hammer song? Let's bring it in. Let's bring it in.
Spoiler alert.
Apologies.
Jesus, everything's ruined. All right. So you pour.
But in fairness, that happened a long time ago.
So you pour out this sword. And it's starting to, it's like, it's kind of bubbling and cooling. You let it, you see it like cool down to this black metal. You pull it off there. You put it, you pull it out of the water. You put it on the anvil. You grab a hammer. You don't know why, but you know it. You know you're supposed to do this. Cue the hammer song. Like, dink,
baby,
dink,
hammer.
Dink.
No, it's obviously hammer time.
You know.
Jesus.
It's hammer time.
Christ. I hope you're all enjoying this out
Thahn, we
there.
don't know where you went, but we know that like 3 songs were very loudly blaring.
And there has to be a
From
moment
the-
where he like slowly
Like,
just
somebody-
wipes
yeah,
off the
exactly.
sweat.
Was
You
there
cut
a whole
over.
band in that building? I don't know.
Yeah. They're- Oh yeah. Whole bunch of bards. They're like,
Yeah.
There's birds coming up.
it's suddenly a John Woo movie. Okay.
It was co-directed
It was co-directed. Yeah.
It was produced by.
for the most ADD film ever.
Let's say after several minutes of actually I want you to roll a performance check for me.
Performance. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what else to do for blacksmithing, so we're gonna say
I
performance.
don't either. Holy crap! I got a natural 20 again.
Hey!
In a row.
Wow.
I
That's
should go to.
impressive.
If Vegas was only open right now.
D&D is fun!
20
Dude.
plus
That's impressive.
plus 3.
That's
for
right.
You have
Okay,
really observed
23.
7.
So yeah, you've been, I mean, smart guy, you've been watching them. So as if the gods themselves intervened here, you finish and you're like, holy shit, that looks really good. you're holding up the sword. You're
It's like I rolled a 20 or something with the sword.
yeah.
We cut to the sword and it's like this jagged thing.
Yeah, it's like,
Just kidding, just kidding.
you're like, this is
It's
beautiful.
like Lightning McQueen's first
I was
attempt down the
thinking
road.
the other way. It's like a +3 Holy Avenger. You're like, you just made that?
Yeah.
And you
I mean,
get
some people are I just have a knack, I guess, for beginner's luck. I'm assuming when I hold this thing up, it's going.
right.
It's got to make cool sounds.
Yeah.
But you haven't put it in the water yet, so it just bends down.
And you sheath it.
Well, if it stays up longer than 4 hours, you're supposed to see a dwarf.
So you get some leather binding, you wrap the handle, and it's like, fuck yeah, you grab a scabbard, it slips in there, you are good to go. What would you like to do?
Parkour back to the group.
Parkour.
Hardcore back.
Okay. All right. Roll an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. Hey, I was looking for a reason to use acrobatics.
Just give us a
finally found
1 here, please.
3 days later.
Another natural 20.
12 plus acrobatics is 4, so 16.
Fucking
That's
success.
pretty good.
There you go.
Yeah. So
That's not bad. Come
So
on.
you start
yeah,
to
that's
start to do the stairs, and you're like, "Fuck this!" And you go down to a handstand, and you do a backflip onto the railing,
Do I do the eagle thing from Assassin's Creed onto a?
and then yeah, you run up the railing, and then do
Yes.
do another like Yoda front flip or Luke
He does
Skywalker
not
front flip.
obey gravity.
Can we get back? Where are you run?
Just
Okay.
walking through the town, just kind of shoulder patting people as you go by.
like Quicksilver. Everything.
I'm going by so fast, their cloaks are just like.
Okay. And because this is perfectly edited together, as you
Exactly.
make it to the top of these stairs, you literally see Kello, who's striding towards you. Striding. He's a big,
I
powerful
like the
man.
fact that he strides.
Exciting. Okay.
I bet he likes
And-
strident.
And you see the rest of the people that you know that are huddled a little bit away. They've huddled together. They're talking now. Back to you, Otto, and the rest of your group. What are you guys talking about?
Yes, so I imagine
life.
that we sort of
Right when you took a drink, dude.
we catch everyone up on
Flagging.
Flagging.
that we know that Sval, who, for those of maybe tuning in and don't know, our party is fighting against these necromancers, and we've learned that one of the Edgeguard's leaders, our fellow party member, Seville, is part of the Edgeguard, is actually a traitor, we believe, and in league with the necromancers. So I think we maybe bring that information to the fold and then figure out what we will do.
As you say,
from
traitor. As you say, traitor, we feel this like little gust of wind, like, and then Thahn just appears right next to us, and I'm like, speaking of which,
What's up, guys?
welcome back.
How was your flagging?
All right,
Did I miss
so,
anything?
Yes.
all right, so are we
Quite a lot.
going over, you want to go over, Otto, you want to get a direction, yeah?
I want to figure out what we should do to combat these necromancers. You see, we don't know where they are outside of what's marked on this map. We could certainly go and explore one of these other strongholds.
And Dagmar just goes, sulfur? Why do you smell sulfur?
No, I don't.
Do you smell this?
She who smelt it dealt it, honey.
Where have you been? Sorry.
Been parkouring. I've been stuck in a prison cell for a while, so yeah. But I didn't come back empty-handed. Hey, Sparkles, I hear you like rocks. Guess what I found? Thahn reaches in. Stealthily keeps a few for himself, obviously.
Right.
Digs out a nice crusty diamond and tosses it over to Lady Sparkles over there.
Oh,
She likes shiny things.
Yeah,
and I divvy up the rest of the 25% to the group, and I save the largest rock and I hand it over to I'm sorry.
Dagmar.
Sorry. That's
okay.
I can't remember my kids' names. It's like, don't lie to me because I know where you live and I'll find out who you are.
You're like, hey, firstborn, get in here.
And I give a very charming smirk and I'm like, 25%, as promised.
Well.
Okay,
you have been busy, haven't you?
Your rock's not the only one that's uncut. Hey, I was told PG-13. Innuendos are PG-13.
PG-13.
No, we're okay. We're still on this side of the line, so appreciate that.
We're good.
And Dagmar, as she's looking, as Dagmar is looking right at Thahn, she just goes, "I wonder what Tevin is." I really, really do. Kello?
No, I haven't heard that name in such a long time. Anyway, as I was saying,
one with the bloody face with the bow mark on his face. Oh, that one. Yeah, he's in.
Damn!
The one you smashed to the ground.
Yikes.
Oh yeah, that guy. Otto.
Yes. So anyway, necromancer. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Trying to take over, trying to bring Flanuge back. You know, that whole thing. That old.
We have that map of the 5 locations.
Should we make way?
Where are we going?
The way I see it is, should we make way toward one of the known places, or should we develop a plan to take down that treacherous Larar?
It's not Larar yet. We don't know if it's her. She's the one being fed false information from the Edgeguard who was with the necromancers. I don't think Larar is in on it. I'd be very surprised if she was, and if she is, then we don't need to go anywhere else but to Carthan on the king, because if the Edgeguard is compromised like that little one without the head there said, then everything's in jeopardy.
We killed someone.
Well, you can't say for sure if she is the one.
I can't at all.
Therein lies the dilemma. So I thought that we should pull all of our minds together and figure out what we're going to do to make sure that these necromancers don't gain any more momentum. Where are we going?
Well, they're looking for the crystals. The little man also said there might be evidence up in the 4th tier there where they had their meeting. We can search that again, see if there's anything else. I found several papers here.
And this is more of like a question for Judd.
Yeah.
In my mind, Otto thinks that this place has been so pilfered over. Like, do we feel that I feel like we've looked through this place following the battle for quite a bit.
Not even.
For 4 hours.
So this is a city. This is literally there are hundreds of buildings.
But not just us, all the others.
I mean, the others are looking specifically for necromancers, or anything that is corrupt or dangerous. Basically, nobody is like looting at this point.
We're looking for clues or things like that.
Yeah, I mean, they're not even doing that because Lukenor, those people, I mean, their only purpose is they're cleansing, and Kello told them to cleanse the city. So
right.
Yeah.
So you feel that there's more rummaging around to do here before we make way somewhere else?
Well, at least the man that we just interrogated just told us in the 4th tier that the Edgeguard and Koskar there had a meeting, and there might be some evidence there, so it might be worth checking out. As far as where we need to go, if the Edgeguard are involved, then this is a huge problem. And I would say let's go to Carthan, the capital city, and go right to the source and find it out.
Yes.
I agree. The sound effects agree with you.
Gaming as usual.
Yes, thank you, gaming as usual. Well, by all means, we're here. We can go take a look. I just thought we should have our wits about us and develop a plan as to where we'll go from here once we're through.
Is Cal here? Or is he?
He's only about like 40 feet away. You see him. He's starting to enter. He's entering a building, and he turns around. He's like, "What the fuck?"
He can hear. He's within earshot, correct?
Yeah. He's like, "Come on,
Callow. Do we know where all these portals and entryways, all the secret passages? Are there any places they can get back in? Because I say you take your men, you post up positions, keep our city in defense, and let us go check out the 4th tier. Stick together as a group. We get this done fast. We don't let anything get in before we have a chance to get back down."
Good idea. Listen,
gives a very approving look.
Yeah, we have. I already have people stationed at every entrance. However, if we don't adjust the barrier, the necromancers can come back. They know how to do that. I've got to make some adjustments. Are you coming with? Do you want to be with, or are you going to do something else? Let me know, because I'm going there now.
Well, it seems that you'll need the help. I mean, we don't want these necromancers coming back here.
I'd prefer to see if at least a couple of you could come with. I don't know if there are any of them lingering.
I think we should stick together.
Let's all go together.
You don't have to.
Okay, I'll go with you. Come on, everyone.
Well, I mean, don't do me any favors. I can go alone, but
yeah, I mean, you guys have seen him. He can grow like 15 million times too big.
And he's also been pretty banged up, so he.
I gave him medicine earlier. He didn't want it.
And
if you'll remember.
Dagmara just walks up to Callow as she kind of glances at Thahn and just says, "You've not seen Tevin, have you?"
No, Tevin was outside this.
I'm not sure who. Are you talking to him or me?
Talking to Kello, right?
Talking to Callow.
Oh, okay, sorry, I missed that.
But Thahn could listen in.
Yeah,
I'm standing right there.
Thahn could do it.
Thahn's like, just forget him.
He's dead.
I didn't say that.
Dead.
I may be thinking it, but I didn't say it.
Oh, Kello, please tell him if you find him, when you see him, that I'm coming back and I'm alive, please.
I'm sure he's fine. He was outside the city. I'm part of that group, but I'm sure he's fine. I'll let you know if I see him. Our priority is to secure the city before the necromancer. I don't know if they're coming back, but right now they could come back, and I need to change that.
And I go next to Otto as we're walking. And I was like, "Look at you caring about what happens in a Nacrally." And I give him a little elbow, and I say, "Keep it all in your mind, Otto."
I have a +7 in stealth, so I slip over, and if you do find him, just leave him. It'll be fine. Tell him she's seeing other people now.
Kello looks down like...
She likes him as a friend.
Okay.
And I just look at that rock, and I'm like, I wonder what Tevin can do with this. Maybe put it inside a sword.
A ring is just an object, nothing more, nothing less. I look back at Seville, and I give him a little smirk, and I say, "To the 4th tier, then."
4th tier.
Let's go.
4th tier. 4th tier.
All right, I'm gonna...
We're going to the 4th tier.
Fine.
Thank you, +7 persuasion.
I need those keys before you go.
Give him the dang keys, people. Come on.
There is set.
Here's a waiting.
Come on.
Okay. So you guys hand over the keys? Dagmara? Tabitha? Okay.
Ooh, that could be pretty fun to see.
And he just takes the keys and he turns.
Pretty keys.
He turns and he walks inside of this octagonal building that's in front of you, where you're all having this conversation. Kind of slams the door behind him. What are you guys gonna go to the 4th tier?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There
baby.
it is.
All right, 4th tier.
4th tier.
I pickle Rick.
Parkour.
That's for Ashley.
Parkour to the 4th tier.
Parkour.
Acrobat.
I need acrobatic checks for everybody as you parkour to the 4th tier. Jesus Christ.
I've been trying to think of a reason to use acrobatics since I first saw it on the list.
Yeah, Thahn, you're
Figure
doing
out how to use
it.
that
Give me a fucking acrobatics roll. Let me see what you got.
Yeah, buddy, I'll do it.
You're leading everybody
I'll
off.
do it. I'm not.
Are we doing this?
I love that when you see how high one stat is on your sheet. You're like, so should I climb the stairs with like Arcana at all, or
I got a with my bonus. I got 15. It's not too
All
bad.
right, I'll bite. I'll do it. Got a 1.
Not good at parkour.
Tabitha got a 22.
Face
Oh!
plants. Oh, nice.
Thahn, what did you get?
Good at acrobatics.
Thahn, what did you get?
Oh, I got a 14.
14. Okay. So
Tabitha
Dagmar,
doesn't.
Dagmar, you watch
Well, I'm
this
tired from
as
parkouring at 25 earlier, whatever.
Thahn goes off to do one of those like run along the sides of the wall, and he kind of like slips on the first one and bangs his shoulder, but he kind of pulls it off like, yeah, and
Like
he just
that
keeps
video
running.
where the guy falls off the treadmill but just keeps doing push-ups.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. And then Tabitha goes and actually does it correctly. She goes up and she goes really high, running up along the wall, and does a like side.
Really low center of gravity.
You have to remember, I'm trying to be bad on purpose around these guys.
And as Tabby outdoes Thahn, I'm like, yeah, Tabby.
Yeah, and then Dagmar, you're like, yes, and you go.
All
and
part
like,
of my plan.
And you just like. You haven't done this before, and your foot like slips off the wall, and you just
Like Tom
go
Cruise?
down.
With, like, Tom Cruise?
Yeah, you go down hard, like on your face,
plant.
and you're like, and you quickly like jump up, and you're like,
limp
I'm
away.
good.
You limp away from the shot, and you.
I stop. I
No,
stop
no.
and I go back for Dagmar to make sure she's okay and offer medicine.
Marriage.
she's
And
I already
as you
tried
come
it,
back,
right?
I just kind of sneeze, and there's a little bit of blood that just like splats on you. I'm so
you just see
sorry.
this like this little tear in the corner. Is that the pain? You're like, I'm good. I'm fine. What's the problem? You're like,
Parkour it off.
I just told Thahn, I'm like, you go and show off.
and
It's
I'm
fine.
sorry, Seville, you were saying something.
Yeah, are we sure we want to let him go and do this alone?
I thought we
He's
were
got an
all-
army.
We're all going with
Fine.
him.
He's
Wait.
like 10 Grinches plus 2.
Are we going with? Hold on.
No,
Here, right?
Kello.
We're going to the fourth tier. Going with Kello.
We're going to the 4th tier, buddy. We did the chant and everything.
Sounds good.
4th tier. Fourth. Remember?
All right. Okay.
Tier.
4th tier.
Go to the fourth tier.
And as you guys are like parkouring, Dagmar is just taking the stairs and just.
Do you want to piggyback ride, Dagmar? Maybe I can parkour with you.
And as you guys make your way, you make your way down this like one of the central roadways on the right hand side of this or the west hand side of the city. On the second tier, you're heading towards the stairs that you see directly ahead. You pass Seville, that house, and the rest of you know that house where you rescued Tevin.
Hello, Seville. It's like we should say hi.
Hello, house.
Hello, Seville.
And then you make your way up to the third tier and pass through there. You see Bafti is standing outside of this really kind of long one-story stone building, and she's talking with some of the other people, and she kind of gives you a nod.
Can you remind me for us newbies who Bafti is?
Yeah, Bafti is one of the. Well, you know, she's a baker.
She's a Michael Baker.
She's a Michael Baker.
Michael Baker. Yeah.
She's somebody. Thahn, you had tried to rob her briefly, like in her presence.
Well, I did not know that till now. Okay.
And so the only memory you have of Bafti is reaching for some bread that you were going to steal, and the next thing you know, your face is being smashed on the ground. Like,
okay.
Bafti was not one to fuck with, but she really likes baked goods, so that's what she does.
I'll keep
for
that
fun.
in mind later.
Yeah. So you pass her and you hear her talking.
pouch.
She's talking to somebody else about all these creatures. They have basically they found this like crazy menagerie inside this building, and you just pass by, and you head up the stairs to the fourth tier, and going to the building that
Can
creature.
I use persuasion to get her to go with us in exchange for some baked goods?
Yeah, you can try. What do you say? As you
Hey.
pass her.
Nice. I mean, I got persuasion. Why not? Give me a roll.
What? No, you gotta tell me what you say first.
Bafti, I seem to remember you like baked goods. Mostly from having my head smashed from trying to take a little. But I think that head smashing might come in handy where we're headed. So how about I hook you up with some nom-noms if you head out with us? A little muscle might help out.
All
Birdie
right.
num-nums.
That's pretty good. Roll persuasion.
Persuasion. Skull splitter.
Oh, 19 plus 9.
Did you thrill Studio us with that roll?
Splitter.
I must have
Thrill Studio. A 28 total.
28. Wow.
Dang, I've got good persuasion.
Wow.
So you
Is
see-
that the highest roll we've
Can you
gotten?
feel that? Huh? Can you?
So you see, Bhakti is immediately dismissive the moment. Oh, Bhakti is immediately dismissive the moment you start talking to her. Like, she does not want to deal with you at all. But you like the way that you're kind of self-deprecating about getting your face smashed on her floor, and she kind of looks back fondly, remembering that moment. She's like, yeah, well, I'll tell you what. If you all come back and help us deal with these animals after, I'll do it.
No problem. Animal Tame is my middle name.
All right.
Bears, lions, tigers.
Let's go fuck some shit up.
Bhakti means business.
Yeah, recruitment.
Bhakti, don't fuck around. So, okay, she follows you up. You guys make your way to the building now, and remind you
We gotta have some muscle. We left our other muscle back downstairs.
there are 6 of these unusual round buildings that flank. There are 3 on each side that flank the big sun temple that's on the 4th tier, and. Each one of these buildings is really interesting. The top is like a very dark, it looks like a dark tile. They're domed. So they're circular buildings, a dome top, all dark tile on top, and kind of like
sometimes very dark gray.
And sometimes a bit of a charcoal.
It's black and very, very dark gray.
And like a white, kind of a white stone, almost alabaster type stone on the lower bit.
Cowboy.
Man, I get it.
Riding out through necromancer's town.
Oh yeah,
the role players playlist tonight. We got Tong Song.
Oh my god,
White Stone Cowboy.
I want all of these songs created.
We've got an album that's just ready to go.
Yeah, you really do.
It's got all your favorites, the Tong Song.
But don't act now. There's also a White Stone Cowboy.
Diamonds.
5 songs on 15 CDs for only $99.95. Can we do investigation here?
Not yet. So each one of these buildings has a round door, very kind of like Hobbit-ish, like wood door. You open them up. You go to the one that you were designated by this guy. Stepping through, you're immediately kind of taken. The inside, you realize now that the pinnacle of these domed buildings are these clear crystals, and they distribute light inside this framework so that it creates this lit up pattern of another sun motif, but it's fucking cool. With a circular and these like little triangles that come off of it, and these little dots, and make this beautiful glowing sun image on the top. And it resembles like a meditative chamber more than anything. It lowers down 2 steps, and the bottom is this kind of like soft, plush kind of ground for, you're guessing, meditation. There are several chests along the outside, and there's one desk.
Ground's made of a cash register.
Thank you for the follow.
It's like a little Mr. Crab in there in the background. It's like cha-ching,
Phil of 9. Phil of 9.
Well, the 9 divines. It's Phil.
Of 9.
Hi, Phil. How are you?
Welcome.
Engage, Phil.
That's right. Oops, Phil's our number 1.
So Tabitha's taking note of all these interior design choices for the eventual house she'll be making in Merrick.
Yeah, you are liking this place. This is like, it's very, very chic. Definitely your kind
Swanky,
of
it's her
thing. Yeah,
aesthetic.
yeah, very minimalist, very clean lines, not too crowded in here.
Love it. Love
Yeah.
it.
And as the Gemara, as they're all looking around, you just hear the. And the Gemara arrives and
Somebody shows up on the stairs.
a few
Like,
minutes
hey,
later.
hey, little bit of
looks up at
blood
the ceiling.
trickling down.
She goes,
Does anybody have any water?
Help.
What?
Ridiculously good looking.
We know that this place was once a city of sun worshippers before it was taken over by biomecromancers.
Yeah, they were called Sunnies.
Yes. Yes,
Due
of
to
course.
their sunny disposition. They were a ray of sunshine. I have a plus 20 in humor.
No,
right,
I think
what are you
it's
guys
a little
doing?
higher than that. So, let's see. I'm thinking.
What are you thinking?
Let's investigate.
What are you doing?
Yes.
What are we doing?
Can we all
Wait, Judd,
discern
what
something?
happens next?
Hey, what do you want to do? This is your
Don't make
game.
me do the
You're in
leader.
the middle of a sentence.
Somebody should
ground.
stand up and be the leader, Otto.
We're gonna pick a building and go in.
I mean, no, you
Looks dangerous.
you
Buffy,
went.
you go first.
You went to the. Very deadly. You go first.
I'm going there. I'm going to that one. I'm gonna open a door.
You go
Yeah.
to the.
Flex.
You go to the one that you already. By the
Come
way.
on, Flex. You got this.
Okay, all right. Let's
Okay.
pull it. Let's pull it in, everyone. You're already in the building that he directed you to.
Okay.
So you're
Sorry.
in the right one. You're already inside. I've already described the interior.
Investigate.
Good.
So what?
We've made it in.
We're gonna look around.
Look around, yes.
Dagmara is already on the ground, just tired, so I'm touching the really nice plush floor.
Okay, yeah. So Dagmara is searching the floor
Well,
while
and,
the
and
rest
what
of
I'd
you.
like to
water
look out for is
oxygen.
we know there was a meeting here. Or that's what we
Yes.
heard, right?
Yeah.
So I'd like to look for any evidence of
Yes.
people having been here and
There-
met here.
Exactly. Any
Clues.
footsteps? Footsteps? Do I see?
No, you don't see footsteps. But if you want to roll perception or you want to roll investigation, go for it.
Okay.
There is a desk that you see off the bat. There's low-lying chests.
Okay, we're looking in chest. That's me. I'm all
right.
over that.
All right, go ahead and roll investigation.
And I'll
for
look
that.
around for any clues to the meeting. I got an 18.
Okay.
Okay, I got an
too
18 as
shabby.
well.
Okay.
Plus,
Hey, twin.
plus.
Okay.
Hi, twin.
So
Plus 7,
this-
I'm 25.
Ooh, I got
whoa.
a 20 height.
Oh,
my God, you
I
guys.
got a 13 plus 5 for investigation.
Wow.
I got
okay.
18.
18. Look
Damn,
at
we
that.
got two 18s. We got multiple 20s, pluses. Okay, great. So this is not okay. It's not a big space. It's about this entire building is about 25 feet across. It's just a round, circular, one room, dome
it's cold.
ceiling.
I like those jokes that take like 5 minutes before somebody left.
No, I was trying to resist, and I'm like, I can't. Here it comes. I failed my joke
in the
resistance. It was so cold. It was cold, all right. Okay, Tabitha, we'll start with you. You beeline for the chest as Otto's making his way over to the important desk there. You do see that there is a lock on this, and checking
No problem.
you think this. You're pretty sure this one is trapped. So roll a sleight of hand to open it. We'll come back to you. Otto, you move over to the desk, and indeed,
Yeah.
like front and center, as if nobody cared, there is a document there, and it is a treaty between the kingdom of, and you can see it's all written in common, between the kingdom of Erasun, and it is signed by
Michael Bay.
Tonight's episode sponsored by Michael Bay.
John Woo and Michael Bay have forged an alliance. The kingdom of
Signed by Skull Splitter and Thrill.
The kingdom of Erasun.
Roll
and-
credits.
There is soon.
Erasun,
Erasun.
which I'm assuming was the Sun Kingdom because we haven't heard that.
No,
No,
Erasun is my it's Civitas kingdom.
it's the kingdom
opposed
you've
to
been in the entire
later.
time. that
Yeah,
you've
we've been in the whole time.
Immaculate.
Yeah.
Just never
later.
say it like a big door.
It's era
Okay.
too soon.
Carthen is the capital city of
Yeah.
Erasun.
But it is the kingdom
Okay,
of
nerds.
Erasun.
Okay,
Ericsson's like the
nerds.
state.
Yeah.
all right.
And you. I mean, to be fair, you've
Right.
only heard
Everybody,
I'm sure.
yeah, you know.
You've
that.
only heard it a couple
You know
times.
that.
It's not like, oh, we're in the kingdom of Erasun.
Right.
People talk about
so
the
it's
cities.
it's a treaty between Erasun and who else?
And it is
era later.
it is signed by two people. Tine, it says Tine, and it says EG.
Justy.
Just Tine.
I know AG.
Tanae.
Tine.
Timmy.
And
Okay.
and then the other one is Koska.
Us Costco's back.
And very quickly, looking through, you see that this is a treaty to allow the this group under the guide of Koska to operate in the kingdom in order to stop the Archmage. It says that's all. I mean, basically, it's not really foretelling with a lot of information, but it is definitely signed. It is sealed, but it is also abandoned.
It's not delivered.
It is not delivered.
Right. But it is mine.
Sealed, delivered.
I'm yours.
Okay, I share this with everyone. This is rather interesting. It appears that an alliance was formed here, and I passed the treaty around.
And as you do that, at that same moment, you guys hear a sudden burst of wind. And just like
I had
suddenly it is strong, like just like somebody is switching on almost like hurricane level. And Seville, your arm immediately burns. You pull back your sleeve.
Yeah, it does.
And you see your tattoo launches up in the air, starts glowing and spinning.
What?
Well, that's the first time I've ever seen that before. That's cool.
Yeah, you see that, and you're like, and you hear, you all see Seville kind of goes blank in his eyes. Seville, in your head, you hear Ranta.
I'm here.
Where are you?
I'm in Minkutha, and you've got some splaining to do.
She's bad.
There's been an infiltration, and I need some information before I give you anything now.
But wait, we need to start at the beginning. This is really critical, Ranta. I'm not messing around. The kingdom is... And your tattoo shrinks down again, and you hear instantly the wind stops outside. And we're going to leave it there tonight, everyone.
A lot of moving parts.
Judd, before next time, I got a 22, okay?
Where are the diamonds?
I got a 25.
Let's not forget.
I already gave you your
Let's do
six.
that really quickly because
I had 18.
Tabitha.
Okay, she got a 22, sleight of hand. Did she
You
pick
find
the lock?
120,000.
Yeah. So as you hear them talking, you don't care. You sit down.
Not important.
It's right at your eye level. You very carefully, you take your time. You've got your picks out.
That's like the post-credit scene.
You see the,
Yes,
yeah, exactly.
exactly.
Credits are rolling. You see
I slowly
Tabitha,
walk by and
this little
sneeze right before
halfling.
she's got it, and she has to start over again.
She sneezes, the trap sets, and she's dead. Good job. Nice job. Thanks a lot.
Oh, well,
No, you very carefully, we see your lock pits insert, and there's a little bar there that you pin to the side. You hold it, you pull out a little piton, you jam it in there, you lock it down, then you go to work on the lock.
Just done this
Lock it
before.
down, girl.
You open it up, a squeaky chest. And you're like, and there's a bunch of fucking robes, and you're like, God damn it! And you pull these robes out, and
Rope chest.
and what did you get for investigation before?
20. She had 22. Tab.
Yeah, 22, 23, something. Yeah, we say you're in the 20s.
Hi.
In the interest of time, we're gonna say no problem. You pull these out. There's another one of those fucking black daggers. You take that, you throw it aside.
Who needs one of them?
And you start like knocking on the bottom. You like it's got to be a false bottom. Knocking and it feels totally solid. You check all the corners and it's like it's not. And then you take the chest, you flip it over, and you look on the bottom, and you start hitting it, and your hand goes right through a portion on the bottom. And
Pouch.
It's hidden in
Gotta be
there.
a pouch.
and you pull it back, and you pull the splinters out of your fist, and you just pull these pieces away, and you see several things in here. There is another dagger, a very ornamental dagger in here.
Ornamental.
Very
That's up my
ornamental. Yeah, it's
I'll take it.
it's a little like
Crusty
necromantic.
with diamonds.
Yeah, no, there are no diamonds. There
How
are
romantic.
a couple sapphires in No, sorry, rubies. In the eyes of this snake that makes up the pommel of this dagger that curls at the bottom, and then on each side
kind of cute.
are these 2 rubies for the eyes. And there are 4 of these bars of this like
Chocolate.
beautiful ornate.
Gold.
No.
Golden chocolate.
Platinum.
4 bars. 4 bars of platinum, and they are
Haven't we
attached
seen this
with these
before?
leather straps. Yeah, on the bottom
The
of
best
this.
currency of them all.
Money.
Wow.
Wow, your album just went
Like,
by.
Sounds like
Mars
someone's gonna have to make a deposit at the bank and board it.
Cha-ching, baby, cha-ching.
We're talking to group bank, right?
Okay, well.
I don't think so. As she
have
slips in
time
very
today.
quietly. Y'all, that was another crazy episode. Thank you all for joining us. Super fun. Jon Bailey, everyone. Epic voice guy.
Didn't do much, but
Amazing.
Oh, you did all kinds of things.
No kidding. You Michael Bayed us all.
I Michael Bakered you.
You Michael Bayed the fuck out of this episode.
I'm gonna
I
go
love it.
get Michael
Forged a
Baked
weapon
now.
in 15 minutes.
That's true.
Right.
That
true.
should go in my
You
list
have
of
the epic
skills.
scene of the episode.
A lot of fun.
There's more to that gonna happen.
For real,
I
for
guarantee.
real. Big thanks to all of our followers, all of our new followers, all of our supporters, subscribers, all the people joining us on Discord. Please come hang out in our community. We really love you guys, love interacting with you, so please do that. Please check out our sponsors. So they keep sponsoring. Skull Splitter Dice.
And Thrill Studio.
At Thrill Studios. Seriously, Thrill has some amazing minis, beautiful painting jobs. Check them out, please. Go look at our codes, get some dollars off, order some shit, get on there.
Skull Splitter, transform and roll out.
Oh my God, that's so good. We're gonna sample that little bit of music right there, and we have
Use it
your
without
sign.
your permission forever.
We have your permission. We have permission. We're good.
No residuals ever again.
Never. No, but seriously, thank you,
this was
Jon,
super
for joining us. Everybody,
No, that was super fun.
Thank you.
we love
I
you
was
all.
gonna say
Jon.
I have not had laughter phlegm in a long time. This
Oh,
was a
laughter phlegm, yes.
Oh yeah.
It's like
not
coughing.
It's not coronavirus. It's
phlegm
just
happening.
laughter phlegm.
Not related to
laughter phlegm.
coronavirus.
No.
Thank you, Maddie. No,
Yeah,
I'm not-
next year,
I'm
that
not
doesn't
messing
affect
around,
your
though.
phlegm. That's it.
I want you all to wear masks out there. Be nice to everybody else. Be nice to yourselves. Wear your
right.
mask. Let's kill
Yep.
this thing so we can all go back to life as normal. Because we all
No
want to
one
go
wants
back
to
to
be
the
a swimmer.
studio. Okay, we want to be in the
Yes.
studio.
Yes.
I mean, this remote thing is fine, but we miss our studio. So,
Yeah.
Yes.
okay, big love.
I've never met these people in my life, actually. I mean, Maddie and Chad, I haven't. And Jon.
Been online. That's the new normal now. It's,
Yeah, exactly. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, let's probably-
hey, it's the internet. Come here often.
So find Jon at Epic Voice Guy. Find us. You know where to find us. We love you. We'll see you next week. Thank you for letting us make your Mondays
Bye,
a whole lot better.
guys.
Hi guys.
Let's
Same
look out
dice
for each other.
time, same dice channel.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.